All right, the playing of the national anthem. We are set for basketball tonight. High school basketball here on Extreme Sports. Hastings St. Cecilia and the Raiders of Lawrence Nelson. We'll get to the starting lineups. First of all, for Lawrence Nelson, it'll be Adriana Mazur getting a start, a 5'8" freshman. This is a young basketball team for the Red Raiders. So freshman Adriana Mazur getting a start. She's averaging 11.8 points and 11.8 rebounds per game. Bailey Boland is a 5'4" sophomore. Boland averaging 2 points and 2.9 rebounds per game. Avery Ostick is a 5'8" freshman. Ostick is averaging 2.7 points and 1.8 rebounds per game. Maddie Laughlin is a 5'8" sophomore. Laughlin is averaging 3.3 points and 2.8 rebounds per game. And then Brindley Harrison is a 5'9" sophomore. Harrison averaging 7.7 points and 7.5 rebounds per game. Hastings St. Cecilia going to go with Little Daly tonight, 5'5" sophomore, averaging 3.5 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. Aspen Anderson, a 5'5" sophomore. Anderson is averaging 4.1 points and 1.6 rebounds per game. Avery Kissinger, the 5'6" senior. Kissinger averaging 11.5 points and 4.9 rebounds per game. Emery Vargas, a 5'8" senior. Vargas averaging 7.6 points and 2.6 rebounds per game. And Nathan Kreekak, the 5'9" senior, averaging 10.5 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. St. Cecilia controlling the opening tap as the Hawkettes will shoot to our basket. To our left here tonight, they're dressed in their homestanding white uniforms with their blue trim. Lawrence Nelson, the Raiders, and the black unis here tonight. Their black tops and their black bottoms with their silver and white trim. St. Cecilia with the opening possession. There's a shot by Kissinger. It's up there and in. Avery Kissinger knocks down a three ball to get the scoring started here for the Hawkettes. 3-0, just underway. And here's going to be a steal now by St. Cecilia. Driving back the other way is going to be Aspen Anderson, and she's going to be fouled in the play. So a turnover on Lawrence Nelson, and a foul is going to go here on Lawrence Nelson. That's going to send Aspen Anderson to the free throw line. You heard Greg talk in the pregame show. He wanted the Hawkettes to start fast and early here tonight. He wanted to get out of the gates and take control of this ball game early. Free throw is going to be up there and in by Aspen Anderson. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Next shot is up there. It's off of the back iron. No good. Anderson misses the second free throw. Here comes Lawrence Nelson back with the ball. Boland has got it. Boland's pass out here near the 10-second line. Picked up by Laughlin. Maddie Laughlin dribbling with the ball down the right side of the lane. Back out to the top of the key. Boland with the ball. Goes over to Harrison. Harrison comes over here on the right side now to Maddie Laughlin. Takes the ball down on the baseline on the dribble. Here's a Boland with the ball. Boland will get it here to Laughlin. Down to the top of key again to Harrison. Harrison hangs on to it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock, and Lawrence Nelson throws the ball away. Shot clock was expiring. They tried to take it to the far sideline, and he threw the ball out of bounds. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers now for the Raiders. 4-0 is the score. Hastings St. Cecilia out on top here early in this basketball game. Nathan Kreekak with the ball. There's a pass to the deep right corner. A shot up there for 3 is good. Aspen Anderson knocks down a 3 ball here for St. Cecilia. And it's a 7-0 ball game. Hawkettes with the early lead. Here's a double team right here at the midcourt stripe. Pass goes to Avery Ostick here right in front of the Hawkettes bench. Lawrence Nelson has got the ball, and they throw it away again to the near sideline. They throw it out of bounds as Ostick threw it wide of the target here and throws it into the St. Cecilia bench. 3 turnovers already on Lawrence Nelson in the ball game. 7-0 is the score. Hastings St. Cecilia with the early lead. We have not yet played 2 minutes here in the ball game. Vargas with the ball down to Kissinger. Bounce pass down to baseline to Wiles. Back out on top now to Emery Vargas down in the left corner. Anderson shot for 3, good. Aspen Anderson hits her second 3-pointer of the ball game. And St. Cecilia is out to a 10-0 lead here to start off the ball game. This is what the doctor ordered here. Here's another turnover picked up by St. Cecilia at the other end. Kreekak, and she has it knocked out of her hands out of bounds. Kreekak was going for the hole. It was knocked out of her hands out of bounds, so St. Cecilia will play things in. Now Lawrence Nelson wants to call a timeout. timeout on the floor with 5:43 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. The score, St. Cecilia 10, Lawrence Nelson nothing on Extreme Sports.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
This is Brett Musburger from VSiN. You're listening to Mike Will on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym, St. Cecilia inbounding the ball. They get it to Aspen. Her shot no good. We got a foul call and a rebound. St. Cecilia inbounds the ball underneath their own hole there. Aspen couldn't convert, but a personal foul is going to be called on Laughlin for Lawrence Nelson. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Raiders. Going to the free throw line here for St. Cecilia is going to be Ava Wiles. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. Wiles a 52% foul shooter on the season. 13 out of 25 coming in here. She hits her first field goal to make it an 11-0 ball game now in favor of St. Cecilia. Second free throw by Wiles is off of the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the Raiders down the near sideline. Laughlin has got the ball double teamed here, and now a foul is going to be called. St. Cecilia got the double team just as she brought it into the offensive zone. A.T. Kreekak picks up the personal foul for the Hawkins. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1 on St. Cecilia in the first quarter. Hawkins leading in the ball game by a score of 11-0. Harrison with the ball now to Ostick. Ostick moves it over under wing on the left side. There's going to be Laughlin with the ball. There's an entry pass that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted here by the Hawkins. Kissinger at the other end. Her shot no good. Rebound. Offensive rebound, and then followed by Nathan Kreekak, and she scores. That's her first field goal of the ball game. St. Cecilia scored the first 13 points of the ball game. Here's another steal by the Hawkettes. At the other end is Kreekak. She goes up with a shot. It's knocked out of her hands, out of bounds, and St. Cecilia will inbound the ball baseline left side underneath their own basket. Lawrence Nelson, a Class D2 opponent here, up against one of the stronger teams in Class C2. That's Hastings St. Cecilia. The Hawkettes with an early 13-0 lead here. Here's Kissinger for 3, shot good. Avery Kissinger knocks down a three-pointer. And St. Cecilia has now got the lead 16-0 over Lawrence Nelson. Raiders just like to get a clean look at the basket here in the first quarter. Laughlin with the ball. There's another pass that's going to be deflected away. The scramble is on. And the jump ball is called. The arrow pointing in favor of Lawrence Nelson. So the Raiders will play things in. 4 minutes and 41 seconds to play. We're not yet halfway through the first quarter. And it's 16-0. Hastings St. Cecilia's got the lead in girls high school basketball action here tonight. There's Bailey Bolin with the ball. Bolin, bounce pass comes over here to Harrison. Down on the dribble on the baseline. There's a pass across the lane down in the opposite corner. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds by St. Cecilia. Trying to get it over there to Avery Ostick. It was tipped out of bounds, so it's going to be Lawrence Nelson inbounding the ball off of the far sideline. Again, the Raiders, a team that was 8-16 a year ago. They are 1-6 so far this year. They're up against St. Cecilia here tonight. It's a 16-0 ball game. Hawkins have got the lead. There's a pass on the high post there to Ostick. He gets the ball away, dribbling the ball down the right side of the lane, taking a shot there, partially deflected. Laughlin goes up with a shot, but a shot clock violation on the Lawrence Nelson as the horn sounds. That's going to be the 6th turnover of this first quarter on Lawrence Nelson. 16-0. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play here in the opening period from the Chapman Gym at STC here tonight. There's a Kissinger with the ball. Kissinger moves it down to the baseline. That's going to be Emerson Kissinger, who's into the ball game now. Here's Avery Kissinger in the deep left corner. Gives the ball away to Emery Vargas. Comes across the top now. That's going to be Kerrigan Vargas. Some second-teamers already into the ball game. There's a shot from the corner by Daly. It's going to be no good. It's saved here from going out of bounds right into the hands of Emery Vargas, and she lays it in. Emery Vargas lays it in. The Hawkins now with an 18-0 lead over Lawrence Nelson. There's another pass going to be deflected right here at the mid-court stripe, picked up here by the Hawkettes. Vargas drives it, shoots, and scores. Emery Vargas now at 4 points here in the first quarter. 20-0. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead. We're down to 3:17 to play here in the first quarter. Lawrence Nelson having all kinds of problems with the St. Cecilia pressure. There's another pass that's going to be intercepted by Gianna Rodriguez, who's into the ball game. Kissinger driving the baseline from the left corner toward the goal. Goes up with a shot, is blocked out of bounds, and St. Cecilia will play things in. 3:03 to play first quarter. Hawkettes pitching a shutout so far. 20-0. St. Cecilia with the lead. Adley Ostick coming into the ball game now for the Raiders. It's going to be St. Cecilia inbounding the ball here. Nathan Kreekak has it swatted loose, and it's going to be picked up here by Harrison. Turnover on the Hawkins. Laughlin with the ball down the near sideline, takes it down on the baseline, loses control of the dribble. Has to be picked up by St. Cecilia. Nathan Kreekak running back the other way. Kreekak, there's a pass there to Wiles. Her shot's going to be no good. And the rebound comes down here to Ostick for Lawrence Nelson. 2:40 to play first quarter, 20-0. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead. Laughlin with the ball to a Mazur. He tries to lob it inside. It's going to be intercepted there by Wiles. Turnover number 10 in the ball game already for Lawrence Nelson. St. Cecilia comes back the other way on the break, and Daly puts it down through the hole. Little Daly scores. And it's now a 22-0 ball game. St. Cecilia with the lead. Pressure again by the Hawkettes. There's a pass in the lane. It's going to go to Harrison. And now we got a whistle, and a foul is going to go on the St. Cecilia. So the Hawkettes guilty of a foul. Ava Wiles picks up a personal. That's going to be your first. Emery Vargas into the ball game now for the Hawkettes. Here comes Aspen Anderson back in. Head coach Greg Barrett. 2:13 to play first quarter. 22-0. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead. There's the inbounds pass. Nearly intercepted by Wiles, but she lost the ball into the St. Cecilia bench. Lawrence Nelson will play things in. Laughlin will get things in between the circles here. St. Cecilia stays their man-to-man defense. Mazur with the ball right at the top of the three-point arc. Gives it away to a Laughlin. Now to a Harrison. She dribbles to the left side of the lane. Reverses the ball. It's going to be tipped. It's intercepted. St. Cecilia with the ball. Vargas has got it. Gets it down to Wiles, and her shot's up and in. Ava Wiles scores. That's her first field goal of the ball game. And it's now a 24-0 ball game. St. Cecilia with the lead with 1:44 to play. There's another ball that's going to be deflected out of bounds here by Wiles into the St. Cecilia bench. Lawrence Nelson will play things in. Just to the right of the scores table here on the near sideline. Maddie Laughlin will inbound the ball here for Lawrence Nelson. They get it to Ostick. Down to Harrison, down the left side of the lane, feeds it inside. His shot is up there. It's going to be no good by Mazur. Ball picked up on the hop here by Aspen Anderson. Gets the ball ahead to Emery Vargas. She drives, shoots, and scores. Emery Vargas scores. She's got 6 in the ball game. St. Cecilia leading by a score of 26-0 here in the ball game. There's another pass that's going to be deflected out of bounds there by Kerrigan Vargas. Coming into the ball game now is going to be Maddie Bauer for St. Cecilia. You're dressed in white tonight with blue numerals. You're going to see the floor. 26-0. St. Cecilia with the lead here in the first quarter. Bolin has got the ball. There's a pass down to Mazur on the baseline. They get it inside, and the shot is up and in. Bryn Harrison scores. It's now a 26-2 ball game. Took him nearly 7 minutes to get on the board here against the St. Cecilia defense. Anderson from the corner. Shot for 3 is up there. No good. Rebound comes down to Lawrence Nelson. Ostick with a rebound. Ostick gets it away down to Laughlin. Runs her into the offensive zone here. Feeds it inside, wide open, and the shot is up and in. Avery Ostick scores there for Lawrence Nelson. Nobody around for the St. Cecilia defense there. 26-4 now, St. Cecilia with the lead. Here's Emery Vargas with the ball for the Hawkettes. Now to a Kreekak. 200 pass goes over to Aspen Anderson on the baseline. Lobs it inside to Bauer. Her shot is up and in. Maddie Bauer scores right in front of the hole there for St. Cecilia. It's now a 28-4 ball game. Hawkins with the lead with 18 seconds to play here in the quarter. Here's Mazur with the ball. Her pass is going to be taken away. Ripped right out of her hands by Nathan Kreekak as she heads the other way. Her layup is up there and in. Nathan Kreekak scoring here And the Hawkettes have put 30 on the board here in the first quarter, 30-4, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. Hastings St. Cecilia out of the gates in a hurry. They sprint out to the lead here after one quarter. St. Cecilia 30, Lawrence Nelson 4. You're listening to girls high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island. The lawyers of Stellick Law Firm have over 90 years of combined legal experience. Our firm specializes in family law, personal injury, probate and estate planning, as well as real estate and corporate law. Stellick Law Firm believes in getting to know our clients and finding the best way to serve you. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Stellick Law Firm is ready to work for you. Let us be your voice.
5 Points Bank has been your hometown bank for over 40 years, and now you can take us wherever you go. Mobile Deposit allows you to deposit checks from your smartphone or tablet with our free business banking app. And never pay for an ATM charge again with our MoneyPass app. It maps out ATMs near you that won't charge a fee because of its partnership with 5 Points Bank. We're here to serve you in person and online, and that's why we're the better bank.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
All right, we start the second quarter. Bombs away. Kissinger for three. Shot no good. And the rebound comes down to Harrison. So the first quarter in the books, St. Cecilia 30-4 over Lawrence Nelson in girls high school basketball action here tonight. Lawrence Nelson with the ball on their offensive end. Mazur has got it down the baseline, comes over on the wing to Harrison, drives it into the lane. Her shot's going to be partially deflected there by Emerson Kissinger. Avery Kissinger has got it now to Daly. Her shot no good. Offensive rebound. Rodriguez follow shot good. Deanna Rodriguez getting the offensive board and the putback there for the Hawkettes. It's now a 32-4 ball game. St. Cecilia with the lead here in the second quarter. Hawkettes looking for their 10th straight win in this ball game here tonight. Bounce pass down on the baseline. Mazur has got it. Can't penetrate to the goal. She's in trouble down there. Has to get rid of it. Mazur lobs it out here to Harrison. Entry pass is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by the Hawkettes. Here's Aspen Anderson. Aspen gets it to Kissinger. She is knocked down in the play. She goes up with a shot. Knocked out of bounds. On the block, so St. Cecilia will play things in underneath their own basket. Stella Williams comes into the ball game now for Lawrence Nelson, another freshman. Very, very young basketball team here for Lawrence Nelson. Here's Emery Vargas out with the baseline. Her shot is up there from 12 feet away. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Lawrence Nelson. Here's Bullen with the ball. Bullen, right-handed dribble across the midcourt stripe. Bullen stomps here in the wing. Bounce pass goes down on the baseline to Mazur. Entry pass is going to be deflected out of bounds there. Getting her hands on it was Aspen Anderson for St. Cecilia. Lawrence Nelson will play things in. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. 6:32 to play here in the first half. 32-4. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead. The ball is loose on the baseline. It's picked up here by Daly. Daly gets it to Emery Vargas into the forecourt to Avery Kissinger. Down in the corner. Penetrates inside the ring. Works the ball back around the perimeter in the deep left corner to Aspen Anderson. Here's Avery Kissinger from 12. Her shot is up there, no good. Offensive rebound, Anderson. Down to a Kissinger. 200 pass back out of the wing. Now down on the baseline, Rodriguez. Her shot's going to be blocked out of bounds there by Bryn Harrison for Lawrence Nelson. It's going to be St. Cecilia inbounding the ball. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. 28 seconds left in the shot clock. 6:05 to play here in the second quarter. 32-4. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead. Emery Vargas with the ball. Now to Kissinger. Here's Kissinger on the baseline left side. Gets it here to Louisville Daly. Back out here in three-point territory to Vargas. Vargas moves it on the wing to Aspen Anderson. Here's Kissinger driving down the left side of the lane. Bounce pass down in the corner. Now Aspen Anderson with the ball. Feeds it down in the deep right corner. Shot by Emery Vargas, no good. Harrison with a rebound for Lawrence Nelson. The Raiders are down 32-4 here in the second quarter. There's Ella Skinner is into the ball game now for Lawrence Nelson. She's got the ball to Harrison. Harrison comes across the top to Williams. He tries to drive it down the left side of the lane, and the ball's poked away. Picked up here by St. Cecilia, running back the other way. That's Daly, and her shot's up and in. Daly gets the steal and the field goal on the offensive end. It's now a 34-4 ball game. Hawkettes out to an early 30-point lead here in this basketball game. Bolin with the ball. Bolin out here in three-point territory. Daly right in her face defensively. Bolin has to get rid of it. She does to Harrison. Brent Harrison dribbles a couple of times. They work the left side of the floor. Bounce pass down to the baseline is going to be tipped away from Ella Skinner. That's going to be Lawrence Nelson inbounding the ball. Here comes Kerrigan Vargas into the ball game. For St. Cecilia, also Emery Vargas is going to check in there. Ava Wiles also coming back in for head coach Greg Barrett. 4:47 to play here in the second quarter. St. Cecilia with a 30-point lead, 34-4. The ball is going to be deflected out of bounds. Lawrence Nelson will inbound the ball, baseline right side, underneath their own basket. There's a Laughlin looking to play things in. She does the Bolin. Now down to a Laughlin on the baseline, brings it up high, and the block here, a shot from 10 feet away is going to be no good. Aspen Anderson with the rebound. Anderson gets the ball away to Emery Vargas quickly into the forecourt. Now to Kreekak. Down in the corner to a Vargas. Kreekak gets the ball back. Here in the wing, Nate gives the ball away, driving the ball down the left side of the lane. It's going to be Anderson, and a foul is going to be called here on Lawrence Nelson. A foul is going to go on Bailey Bolin. That's going to be her first foul. That's going to be team foul number 1 on Lawrence Nelson here in the second quarter. St. Cecilia will inbound the ball, baseline right side underneath their own basket. Vargas gets it to Kerrigan Vargas. Her shot no good. Follow shot by Wiles, no good. We got a foul call on the rebound. Personal is going to be called on Ella Skinner. That's going to be her first personal foul. Team foul number 2 on Lawrence Nelson here in the second. Ava Wiles to the free throw line, 52% foul shooter in the season. Her shot is up there, and the shot is no good. Wiles now 1 out of 3 from the free throw line today. St. Cecilia 2 out of 5 from the line in this ball game. 34-4. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead early. Next shot is up there. That one hits the front iron and rolls around and goes down through the hole. So Wiles hits 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Now 35-4 is the score. St. Cecilia with the lead here in the second quarter. Bolin has got it on the wing. Bounce pass goes inside, and the shot is up and in. Nice pass there. And Ella Skinner gets the field goal for Lawrence Nelson. It is now a 35-6 ball game. St. Cecilia in backcourt. They get it across the 10-second line here. Vargas has got it down on the baseline. The Kreekak, nice feed across the lane. A shot up there, no good. Tip try, no good. Wiles had it. She lost it. St. Cecilia comes down with it anyway. Offensively, bounce pass goes back inside to Wiles in the baseline. Back out to Anderson. Her shot for 3 is no good. Rebound Vargas, and a foul is going to be called. Boy, the Hawkettes murdering Lawrence Nelson on the offensive boards here. Personal foul called here on Bolin. That's going to be her second foul. Team foul number 3 on Lawrence Nelson here in the second quarter. This will be a non-shooting situation. St. Cecilia will inbound the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Coming out of the ball game for St. Cecilia is going to be Ava Wiles. Coming in there is going to be Gianna Rodriguez. St. Cecilia will inbound the ball to Avery Kissinger. She goes up with a shot. It's going to be knocked out of her hands, and the ball's going to be picked up here by Harrison. Harrison gets the ball away to Laughlin. Dribbles it down the right side of the lane to the baseline. Her shot or her pass is up the off of the side of the glass. Picked up in the corner by a Mazur. Now down the short right baseline to Ostig. Her shot is up there, no good. The ball goes down of bounds. It's going to be Raider basketball. 3:17 to play here in quarter number 2. It's 35-6. Hastings St. Cecilia dominating here in this first half of play. Laughlin with the ball on the baseline. A jumper up there from 12, no good. Rebounded defensively there by Nathan Kreekak. Kreekak runs her down the near sideline. Kreekak all the way to the basket. She scores. Nathan Kreekak scores. He got 3 field goals and 6 points here in the ball game. It's like a shooting practice so far. 37-6 is the score. St. Cecilia with the lead with 2:53 to play. There's a shot. It's going to be wild by Laughlin. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be St. Cecilia ball. 2:49 to play here in the second quarter. Kennedy Beal coming into the ball game now for the Raiders. Kennedy Beal comes into the contest, a junior for Lawrence Nelson. Saints Cecilia with the ball. Rodriguez sends it left to the basket. A shot no good. She gets her own ball back. Rodriguez out to Kissinger. Here's Daly with the ball. Moves it over on the right side. And the three-pointer is put up and in. Kerrigan Vargas throwing up a three-pointer for St. Cecilia. And the Hawkettes are out on top now by a score of 40-6. With 2:20 to play here in the second quarter. Beal has got the ball. Kennedy Beal, free throw line extended. Now on the elbow to Laughlin. Takes it down the right side of the lane. Puts up a little 5-footer. It's going to be no good. Rodriguez with the rebound. Long pass ahead. Every Kissinger. She can't catch up with it, and it goes out of bounds. Saints is saying the transition game. They threw her too far there. Kissinger couldn't run the ball down as it goes bouncing over the end line. Turnover number 2 in the ball game for St. Cecilia. 2:03 to play. Hawkettes out on top of Lawrence Nelson. The score is 40-6. There's Missouri coming back with the basketball for Lawrence Nelson. Missouri working against the St. Cecilia zone. The Hawkettes have now gone zone here in the second period. Pass to the right side of the lane to Laughlin. She has it knocked out of her hands. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lawrence Nelson ball. They will play things in from the corner. Maddie Bauer coming into the ball game. Emery Vargas coming in. 1:41 to play here in quarter number 2. St. Cecilia is scoring the first 10 points of the ball game. They haven't looked back. 40-6 is the score. Second quarter. Lawrence Nelson with the ball. Missouri down in the corner. Pass out on top to a Harrison. Harrison drives down the right side of the lane. Runs into a defender. And now here's a pass that's going to be lost out of bounds. Trying to take it down on the baseline down there. It's off of the fingertips of Adriana Missouri. 40-6 is the score. St. Cecilia in that first quarter hit 12 out of their 19 shots. A lot of those easy ones. There's a shot from the outside by Daly. It's going to be no good. Offensive rebound. Vargas has got it. Vargas now to Anderson. Here's Daly with the ball to the free throw line. Pass down the left baseline to Vargas. He drives it. Dishes off inside. A shot by Bauer right in front of the basket. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Lawrence Nelson. Here come the Raiders now. The minute and 6 seconds to play in the second quarter. 40-6. St. Cecilia with the lead. Laughlin has got the ball. Laughlin gives it away now to a Beal. She dribbles on the near sideline, stops, reverses the ball, comes to Laughlin. Laughlin down the right side of the lane, all the way to the baseline, then wheels into paint. Goes up with a shot. She's going to be fouled in the play. The foul here will go on to St. Cecilia. Maddie Bauer picks up the foul. St. Cecilia in the first quarter hit 4 out of 5 on three-pointers, 80%. Lawrence Nelson got just 3 shots away in the first quarter. They were 2 out of 3 from the field. There's a shot from the free throw line. It's going to be no good by Laughlin. She's a 50% foul shooter on the season coming in here. 2 out of 4. Lawrence Nelson is the team hitting 45% from the free throw line. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. So Laughlin hits 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. It's now a 40-7 ball game. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead here in the second quarter. Vargas to the free throw line to Daly. Drives it down the right side of the lane. Her shot off the window is good. Well, Daly now with 6 points in the ball game here in the first half. 42-7. St. Cecilia with the lead. 28 seconds to play here in the quarter number 2. Laughlin with the ball. Lobs it here to Missouri on the high post. Shot from the elbow was up there. Off of the back iron, no good. Rebound taken away there from Harrison. The ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Lawrence Nelson ball. Raiders will inbound the ball. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. Missouri has got the ball. Looking to get it inbounded here. Missouri on the count of 5 turns the ball away. I've got Lawrence Nelson now with 15 turnovers here in the first half. They're trailing in the ball game by a score of 42-7. St. Cecilia comes back with the ball. That's Avery Kissinger as he trots it into the offensive zone here. 7 seconds. Kissinger lobs it over here to a Vargas. Now to Kissinger, 4-3. Shot up there off of the mark, no good. Long rebound, and that's going to be the end of the second quarter. So that's the end of the first half of play here at the Chapman Gym. St. Cecilia scoring 30 points in the first quarter alone. And the Hawkettes have got the lead here at halftime in girls high school basketball Hastings St. Cecilia 42 and Lawrence Nelson 7. You're listening to high school basketball tonight on Extreme Sports.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
Did you know that one of the most important financial protections that you can provide for your family is to have a will? Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island can help you provide and make your last wishes known when your family is at its most vulnerable time. Call Stellick Law Firm today to get your estate plan completed. Stellick Law Firm is located in Grand Island, and you may call us at 308-675-4035 to get your estate plan started today. Stellick Law Firm. Let us be your voice.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this, of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym at Hastings St. Cecilia girls high school basketball action. Tip things off here tonight. St. Cecilia out on top of Lawrence Nelson. At halftime, the score is 42-7. Just joining us, St. Cecilia scored the first 26 points of the basketball game here tonight. It wasn't until the 1:06 mark of the first quarter that Lawrence Nelson got a field goal. It made it 26-2. Hawkins led at the end of the first period by a score of 30-4. And they outscore Lawrence Nelson in that second period 12-3. So the Hawkins having things go their way here in the first half, and St. Cecilia in control of the ball game. Hawkins leading Lawrence Nelson to score 42-7 here at halftime. Again, the scoring in the first half for Lawrence Nelson is Avery Ostick with 2 points. Ella Skinner has got 2. Brent Harrison has got 2 points. And Maddie Laughlin, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. That is it. 7 points on the board here for the Raiders. Leading the way for St. Cecilia, a number of girls with 6 points. Lil Daly's got 3 field goals and 6. Aspen Anderson, 2 threes, 6 points. Avery Kissinger, 2 threes, 6 points. Emery Vargas, 3 2-point field goals. She's got 6 points. And Nathan Kreekak has got 3 2-point field goals for 6 points. Then you've got Ava Wiles with a field goal, and she is 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. She has got 4. Kerrigan Vargas has got a 3-pointer for 3. Maddie Bauer has got a field goal for 2 points, and Gianna Rodriguez has got a field goal and 2. Again, the score at halftime, Hastings St. Cecilia 42, Lawrence Nelson 7. We'll have more after this. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings is the trusted name in sports injury management. The staff of PTSR provides up-to-date and efficient care of sports-related injuries, returning athletes quickly and safely back to the playing field. PTSR offers free evaluation of all sports-related injuries to all area athletes during convenient 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. hours Monday through Friday. Call 402-462-8824 for more information. Remember, Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings for all your physical and occupational therapy needs.
Have you or a loved one been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island, and we specialize in personal injury law. Let Stellick Law Firm assist you in making sure that you and your family are taken care of following a motor vehicle accident. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Let us be your voice.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back at halftime, Chapman Jim. Hastings St. Cecilia with a lead over Lawrence Nelson in girls high school play, 42-7. Shooting numbers in the first half, St. Cecilia 17 out of 37 from the field. That is 46%. Hawkettes got off to a good start, 12 out of 19 in the first quarter, and then 5 out of 18 in the second quarter. So the Hawkettes 17 out of 37 here for the first half, 46%. St. Cecilia 5 out of 11 on three-pointers, 45%. Lawrence Nelson only 25% from the floor. They're 3 out of 12. And the Raiders are 0 out of 1 from three-point territory. Free throws, St. Cecilia 3 out of 6. Lawrence Nelson 1 out of 2. Rebounds, St. Cecilia with 14. Lawrence Nelson with 9. The Hawkettes with 10 offensive rebounds and 4 on defense. Lawrence Nelson with 1 offensive rebound and 8 on defense. St. Cecilia has turned the ball over only 1 time so far in this ball game. Lawrence Nelson, we got him with 18 here in the first half. 13 steals for St. Cecilia. So the Raiders have turned the ball over 18 times, and St. Cecilia's got 13 steals. No steals for Lawrence Nelson in the first half. St. Cecilia with a block shot. Lawrence Nelson has got 4 block shots. But again, the score at halftime is Hastings St. Cecilia 42 and Lawrence Nelson 7. You're listening to girls high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pickup to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym, Lawrence Nelson with the opening possession in the third quarter, and they turned the ball away for the 19th time. Here comes St. Cecilia back the other way. The Hawkins with a 42-7 lead over Lawrence Nelson. Avery Kissinger with the ball, moves her down to the baseline. The Wilds drives the baseline, goes down the opposite corner here. They're working the ball back around to the left side. That's Kissinger with the ball. Kissinger now to Vargas back down in the corner. The Creekhacker shot up there for three, no good. It goes out of bounds on the weak side, and they give the ball to St. Cecilia. Last touch by Lawrence Nelson down there. St. Cecilia will inbound baseline right side underneath their own basket. Kissinger looking to get things in. She does. Down in the corner here. That's going to be Emery Vargas with the ball. Here's a Kissinger going to drive it down to the baseline. A little 5-footer is going to be no good. Rebound comes down here to Lawrence Nelson. Mazur has got the ball. She'll bring things up herself. Runs her down the left side of the lane. Now puts a move on it, and the shot is up there and in. Adriana Mazur, and she is fouled in the play. So Mazur gets her first field goal of the ball game. She'll go to the free throw line now to try to convert into the three-point play. Creekhack picks up her second personal foul. So Mazur, the leading scorer on the team, averaging 11.8 on the season, comes out here and gets a three-point play early in the third quarter for Lawrence Nelson. And it is now a 42-10 ball game. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead. There's a pass underneath the hole, and a shot up and in. Ava Wild, she scores, and a nice pass from Aspen Anderson. St. Cecilia now leading by the score of 44-10 here in the third quarter at the Chapman Gym. Laughlin, her pass is going to be deflected away. We got a scramble, and we got a jump ball called. Arrow pointing in favor of Lawrence Nelson, so we'll stay right here. Wiles tied up on the play by Brent Harrison. Lawrence Nelson will inbound. Nope, they're going to give the ball to St. Cecilia. Alternating possessions, they'll give her to the Hawkettes. St. Cecilia comes back. That'll be a Lawrence Nelson turnover. They're 20th of the ball game. St. Cecilia with the ball. Nathan Creekhack takes it into the paint. Nice pass down low to Wiles. She goes up with a shot. It's no good, but she's fouled in the play here.
Number 44, Brittany Harrison, her first person.
Harrison picks up the foul. That's going to be her first.
Wiles at the line for 2 shots.
Brittany Harrison picking up the personal foul. So it's going to be Ava Wiles at the free throw line. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. Wiles is now 3 out of 5 from the free throw line tonight. St. Cecilia leading by the score of 45-10. Wiles will have one more. That's off of the back iron. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down here to Lawrence Nelson. They lose control of the ball. It goes rolling into the backcourt, and it's picked up here by St. Cecilia's Avery Kissinger. Kissinger now to Aspen Anderson at the free throw line. Here's Kissinger with the ball, takes it into the paint. They work it down in the deep left corner. The Creekhack, she drives it toward the goal, puts up a shot off the window. Good. Nathan Creekhack scored. She's got 8 in the ball game. And St. Cecilia leading by 37 points. It is 47-10 here in this third quarter from the Chapman Gym. Lawrence Nelson winning the ball. Ostick has got it. Ostick down to Bullen. Bullen on the wing going the right side. Mazur tries to drive it, and the ball's going to be taken away. On the steal, Aspen Anderson drives, shoots, and scores. Anderson gets the field goal. She's got 9 points in the ball game here for St. Cecilia, and the Hawkins now lead by 39 points. It's 49-10. St. Cecilia with the lead. Here's Lawrence Nelson with the ball. Ostick has got it. Ostick down to Laughlin. She takes it to the elbow. The ball knocked loose. The scramble is on. Picked up by St. Cecilia. And then Vargas has the ball knocked out of her hands. Out of bounds. It's going to be St. Cecilia ball here on the near sideline. All right. Bunch of new girls checking in for both teams here. With 5:14 to play in the third quarter. 49-10 is the score. Hastings St. Cecilia cruising for their 10th straight win here. There's a bounce pass down low to Rodriguez, and she's in the play. She gets ready to go up for the shot. Gianna Rodriguez into the ball game now. Brindley Harrison picking up the personal foul. That's going to be her second. Going to the free throw line is going to be Gianna Rodriguez. And her free throw is up there. It's going to be no good. She is now 0 for 5 from the free throw line this season. By the way, the NCAA semifinals in football now underway. Oregon taking on Indiana. Winner plays Miami for the College Football National Championship a week from Monday in Miami. There's a shot by Rodriguez from the line. It's going to be no good. St. Cecilia is still leading by 39 points here. 49-10 is the score. Laughlin moves the ball down to the baseline. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on Lawrence Nelson. Raiders again 1-6 on the season. Their win was in their second game of the year when they beat Meridian by the score of 50-12. They're coming up of a loss the other night to McCool Junction, 66-20. They're trailing here 49-10. There's Rodriguez and Lane. Their shot no good. Offensive rebound. Daly has got it. Daly out here to Emery Vargas. They bring her back around to a Daly here on the right side. Eventually they get it down in the deep left corner, driving the baseline. There's a pass going to be chipped away from Rodriguez. Turnover on St. Cecilia, their third of the ball game. Here comes Lawrence Nelson back the other way, down the far sideline. Laughlin with the ball. Hawkins dropped back into a man-to-man. Feed goes down in the corner to Skinner, who's into the ball game. Skinner now to Laughlin, moves it down to the baseline, reverses the ball, gets it to Ostick. Now back to the top of the key to Bolin. Entry pass inside to Laughlin. Her shot from 10 is going to be no good. Offensive rebound, follow shot by Skinner, no good. Rebound comes down to St. Cecilia. Hawkins to the ball. Here's Aspen Anderson. Anderson comes to the near side to Vargas. Now down in the baseline to Kerrigan Vargas. She drives it toward the goal. Her shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down here to Lawrence Nelson. 3:45 to play in the third quarter. St. Cecilia leading by 39 points here in this one. 49-10 is the score. Missouri with the ball to Ostick. Ball high above her head. She gets it now to Skinner. Skinner now to Bolin. Her shot from 12 is going to be up there, no good. Rodriguez with the rebound. Rodriguez for St. Cecilia to Emery Vargas. Vargas brings it across the midcourt stripe. Vargas dribbles with it. Now Greg Barrett calls a timeout. Timeout, Hastings St. Cecilia. This is just be a substitution timeout here. So substitution timeout here for the Hawkettes to the 3:21 mark. And now we're going to get a bunch of people into the ball game. Emerson Kissinger is in the ball game now for St. Cecilia, and now we're going to have a timeout. So we're going to have a quick timeout here. 3:21 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break with the score of St. Cecilia 49, Lawrence Nelson 10 on Extreme Sports.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
Back here at the Chapman Gym, we're in the third quarter, 3:21 to play. St. Cecilia with the lead, 49-10. The pass there by St. Cecilia is going to be intercepted off of the inbound, and now it's loose at the other end. It's picked up by the Hawkettes. The two teams that trade turnovers. Here comes Daly back with the ball for St. Cecilia. Daly, 200 pass goes to the far sideline. The Kerrigan Vargas. Vargas now to Anderson. Anderson bounce pass down the baseline to Bauer. Mishandles the ball. Picks it up and throws it in the corner. Kissinger bombs away for three. Shot is up there, no good. It goes out of bounds. Goes bouncing off of the big old drum over there in the corner. And it's going to be St. Cecilia ball. That's a big old bass drum. The ball goes bouncing off of the bass drum over there for the St. Cecilia band. There's Daly with the ball. Daly now to Kerrigan Vargas here at the top of the three-point arc. To Daly. Daly gives it away to Aspen Anderson. Aspen sends it down to the baseline to Daly. Drives the baseline. Her pass is going to be deflected. We've got a foul call down there. It's going to go on Lawrence Nelson. The foul is going to go on Hadley Ostick. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 3 on the Raiders here in quarter number 3. St. Cecilia will inbound. Daly, baseline left side underneath her own basket. Daly looking to inbound. She does. In the paint, trying to put a move on. A shot is up there by Aspen Anderson. No good. The rebound comes down here to Lawrence Nelson. There's a Bullen with the ball. Winds her way back up the floor. Bullen takes the ball on the right side. Stops on the wing. Cross-court pass comes over here to Ostick. Ostick throws up a shot from 10. It's wild. Rebound comes down to Vargas. Kerrigan Vargas with a rebound. Gets the ball ahead. Daly with the ball. Now a double trouble violation is called here on Daly. That's something Greg talked about in the pregame show. He wanted to play with a lead, but he didn't want the game to get sloppy. And I think the past couple of minutes he's not going to be happy with here. They've been stuck on this score for a while. 49-10. A college football game. Indiana has scored first over Oregon. Hoosiers out on top of the Oregon Ducks in the semifinals of the college football playoffs, 7-0. There's a shot here at the southern end by Lawrence Nelson, and the shot is up and in. Somebody who's not on the roster. Anyway, it's 49-12. St. Cecilia with the lead here in the third quarter. There's a shot in the lane by Vargas. No good. St. Cecilia with a rebound. Kissinger has got it. Now a little Daly. Top of the key to Anderson. Moves her down in the corner here. That's going to be Vargas with the ball to Kissinger. There's a Daly with it. Takes it to the elbow. Cross-court pass comes over here to Anderson. She drives it. Her shot's going to be up there. No good. The ball tapped out of bounds. It's going to be St. Cecilia ball.
In for Lawrence Nelson, number 22.
So into the ball game now for Lawrence Nelson. Maddie Laughlin's going to re-enter the ball game. 1:26 to play here in the third quarter. It's 49-12. Facing St. Cecilia with the lead. We'll have the boys game coming up next. Lawrence Nelson boys, they are 6-1 on the season. So we expect a competitive game in contest number 2 here tonight. Here's a Kissinger from the corner. Shot good. Emerson Kissinger knocks down a three-pointer for Hastings St. Cecilia. It's now a 52-12 ball game. St. Cecilia out on top now by 40 points. Lawrence Nelson with the ball. Laughlin at the free throw line, gives it away here to Mazur. Right sideline to Skinner. Pass inside, intercepted. Intercepted here by the Hawkettes. On the dribble coming back the other way is Daly. Daly to Anderson. Anderson down to Vargas. Takes the ball in the paint. There's Kissinger down the lane. Kicks her out here to Aspen Anderson. Bounce pass down the baseline to Bauer to Kissinger for 3. Shot good. Emerson Kissinger knocks down back-to-back trades here for the Hawkettes. And it's now a 55-12 ball game. St. Cecilia with the lead. There's a shot in the lane. It's going to be no good by Skinner. Rebound St. Cecilia. They're going to run her back the other way. Anderson with the ball to Kissinger. She drives it. The shot's knocked out of her hands. It's picked up here by Bauer. St. Cecilia keeps the ball alive. Aspen Anderson the goal. Her shot no good. She was hacked on the arm. Anderson will go to the free throw line here for the Hawkettes. The foul here is going to go on Lawrence Nelson, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter of play. So we got the running clock now. The score sitting at 55-12. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter of play. The officials say, what are we going to do here? Aspen Anderson is going to shoot some free throws, and then we'll have the end of the third quarter. So the time has expired, but Anderson is going to go to the free throw line here. Her shot is up there. It's going to be off the right side. No good. She'll get one more. Aspen Anderson has got 9 points in the ball game. She is now 1 out of 3 from the free throw line. Anderson will have one more. Shot is up there. It's going to be off of the back iron. No good. So she misses a pair. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books here tonight. Girls high school basketball. We'll take a break. The score, Hastings St. Cecilia 55 and Lawrence Nelson 12. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest.
We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great! Let's be great!
We are Extreme Sports.
As we come back, starting the fourth quarter, Lawrence Nelson turns the ball away. St. Cecilia at the other end. Here's Maddie Bauer. She is going to score here for the Hawkettes. Bauer's now got 4 points in the ball game, couple of field goals. St. Cecilia now leading by a score of 57-12. Lawrence Nelson drives the ball down to the left side of the lane. We're going to have a personal foul called here on the Hawkettes. It's going to go in Kerrigan Vargas. That's going to be her first personal foul. So now we got the running clock here in the fourth quarter with St. Cecilia out on top by 45 points. So this will be a quick fourth quarter here to put the wrappers on this. Laughlin to the free throw line. Her shot is up there. It's going to be off of the back iron. No good. So Lawrence Nelson, a Class D2 opponent on the schedule for St. Cecilia here for the 2025-2026 season. Normally this weekend, St. Cecilia would play Lincoln Christian. Changing the schedule this year, and Lawrence Nelson is opted to play the Hawkettes on this date. They may rethink that after tonight. 57-12 is the score. St. Cecilia with the lead here in girls high school basketball. Hawkettes will have the ball. There's a Daly down the left side. They kick her out here in three-point territory. That's Kissinger, three-pointer, no good. St. Cecilia grabs the rebound with Rodriguez down to Bauer. Her shot is up there, no good. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Lawrence Nelson basketball. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got Hastings College basketball for you. The Broncos and Morningside from Lynn Farrell Arena. Women's game at 2. Guys going at 3:45 tomorrow. We'll have the pregame at 1:45 tomorrow afternoon here on Extreme Sports. Harrison puts up a shot that's no good, but St. Cecilia loses the ball out of bounds. Lawrence Nelson will inbound the ball, baseline right side underneath their own basket. 5:50 to go here in the game. 57-12. St. Cecilia with the lead. The inbounds pass is intercepted here by Daly, and then Daly tied up on the play by Lawrence Nelson. The possession arrow is pointing in favor of the Raiders. So it'll be Lawrence Nelson inbounding the ball, and now they say, nope, that's the wrong arrow. We're going back the other way. St. Cecilia will get it, so Lawrence Nelson will give her back to St. Cecilia with the Hawks. The Hawkettes out on top by a score of 57-12 here in this one. St. Cecilia with the ball. Kissinger moves her down in the corner to Daly. Daly takes it into the paint, throws it out here to Vargas. Her shot for three is going to be off of the back iron, no good. Kept trying, no good. Rebound comes down here to Maddie Bauer, keeps it alive for St. Cecilia. The Daly drives the ball in the basket. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Lawrence Nelson. Ella Skinner with a rebound here for the Raiders. Gets it down to Laughlin, takes it down the left side of the lane, and the ball is going to be taken away. Kissinger has got the steal. Turnover on Lawrence Nelson. Daly with the ball. Daly drives it to the basket. Her shot no good. Rebound. Follow shot good. Maddie Bauer. Bauer now with 3 field goals and 6 points here in the ball game. 59-12. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead. We're in the fourth quarter of play here at the Chapman Gym. Lawrence Nelson with the ball in their offensive zone. Harrison has got it. Her pass is going to be deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Lawrence Nelson ball. 5 in, 5 out. Everybody out. Everybody out. We have a line change here. The clock running clock here in the fourth quarter. We're at the 4:15 mark. St. Cecilia leading 59-12 here in girls high school basketball. You got the boys game coming up next here tonight on Extreme Sports. Here's a shot there in. Kennedy Beal getting the field goal there for Lawrence Nelson. The Raiders now have 14 points on the board, 59-14. Bauer's shot going to be blocked down by Missouri. It goes out of bounds. And they're going to give the ball here to St. Cecilia. So the Hawkettes will play things in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket here. The St. Cecilia will play things in. They get it to Kissinger down in the corner. Here's Bauer with the ball. Bauer now to Vargas. Lawrence Nelson has gone to a zone defense now. Here's Matty Bauer driving the ball to the basket and scoring. Matty Bauer has now got 4 field goals and 8 points here in the ball game. It's now a 61-14 ball game. St. Cecilia dominating here in this one. They scored the first 26 points of the ball game here tonight before Lawrence Nelson got on the scoreboard 7 minutes into the ball game. There's a long-range jumper from the outside. Good. Kennedy Beal hits a shot inside the three-point arc, just inside the arc. It's now a 61-16 ball game. St. Cecilia out on top. Here's Daly taking the ball into the paint. She's going to be fouled into play here. Daly will go to the free throw line. Foul's going to go on Lawrence Nelson. As they will confer, it's going to go on Bolin. Bolin picks up her third personal foul. Lawrence Nelson will play host to Osceola in their next game coming up next Tuesday. There's the inbounds pass. We're going to have another foul called. Adriana Mazur picking up the personal foul. Osceola next Tuesday and the next Friday night. Lawrence Nelson will play at Kennesaw. There's a shot from the free throw line by Vargas. It's going to be good here for St. Cecilia. 62-16. Hawkins, meanwhile, they've got another 3-game schedule next week. St. Cecilia's got a game at Northwest on Tuesday. They will host Minden next Thursday. They'll play at Kearney Catholic on Saturday. So 6 games in 2 weeks for St. Cecilia. Top of the free throw line is going to be up there and in by Vargas. 63-16 is the score. St. Cecilia going to win their 10th straight game here tonight. As the ball is going to be swatted away, and we got it on the turnover. St. Cecilia down the near sideline. They get it to Kissinger, now to Bauer, and she's fouled into play. Bauer will go to the free throw line. The foul called there on Lawrence Nelson. Going to the free throw line here is going to be Matty Bauer. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Bauer had only been to the free throw line 1 time this season. 1 out of 1 coming in here. Now her average all of a sudden is sliced in half. The next one is up there. It's going to be good. So Bauer hits 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Should be a 63-16 on the board now. There's a reverse layup thrown up there, no good by Mazur. Offensive rebound, follow shot by Ostick, no good. And she's going to be hacked on the arm, and a foul is going to go here on the St. Cecilia. It's going to go on Bauer. Second foul on Bauer. 63-16 is the score. The shot from the free throw line is going to be up there. It's going to be no good. Here comes the second free throw. It's in the air. That's off of the back iron. It's going to be no good. So Ostick misses a pair, and that is going to be their ball game. Time expires here, and Hastings St. Cecilia, they roll to a victory tonight. They score the first 26 points of the game tonight. Got out to a 30-4 lead after the first quarter, and the Hawkettes will win their 10th straight game as they knock off Lawrence Nelson, a Class D2 opponent tonight. Hastings St. Cecilia cruising to the victory, 63-16. St. Cecilia now 10-1 on the season. They'll play at Northwest on the Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Lawrence Nelson, they dropped to 1-7, and the Raiders will play host to Osceola next Tuesday. Getting the final score.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you. Preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Since 1946, Cully Pipe and Steel continues to meet the pipe and steel needs of greater Nebraska and Kansas. Cully Pipe and Steel is a one-stop shop for all of your pipe and steel needs. Cully Pipe and Steel stocks a wide variety of steel and plumbing products, from custom steel products to structural steel, rebar fabrication, steel fabrications, and retail and wholesale plumbing parts and fixtures. Remember, Cully Pipe and Steel of Hastings. They're located at 405 West South Street and the plumbing showroom at 300 South Colorado in Hastings.
At Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Beck's dealer, we are dedicated to serving area farmers by delivering the industry's most diverse product lineup, backed by personalized service and agronomic support. From localized recommendations to product selection and weed management insights, we are proud to put on our boots and walk side by side with you every season. Good luck to all area teams this season. Contact Ryan, Doug, or Adam at Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Beck's dealer, at 402-751-0089 for more information, or find us on the web at sustainableseedsolutions.com.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great! Let's be great!
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym at Hastings St. Cecilia, the girls' game in the books here tonight. St. Cecilia steamrolls the Raiders of Lawrence Nelson tonight. Final score of 63-16. Again, St. Cecilia scoring the first 26 points of the basketball game, and it wasn't until the 1:06 mark of the first quarter that the Raiders got a field goal to make it 26-2. It was 30-4 at the end of the first quarter. St. Cecilia then outscored Lawrence Nelson 12-3 in the second period to grab a 42-7 lead at halftime tonight. Hawkettes leading 55-12 after 3 quarters, and they go on to win tonight by a score of 63-16. St. Cecilia improves to 10-1 on the season. They've now won 10 games in a row as they get ready to play at Northwest on Tuesday. Lawrence Nelson, they've lost 6 games in a row now. They are 1-7 on the season. We're checking the scoring here for Lawrence Nelson. They were led by Kennedy Beal. She comes in late in the ball game and hits a couple of field goals and leads the team in scoring tonight. 4 points for Beal. Then he had Brinley Harrison scored 2 points. Ella Skinner had 2 points. Avery Ostick had 2 points. 1 point for Adriana Mazur and 1 point for Maddie Laughlin. For Hastings St. Cecilia tonight, everybody that was dressed in white with blue numerals got into the ball game here tonight. Nobody in double figures. Maddie Bauer ended up scoring 9 points in the game tonight for the Hawkettes. Nathan Kreekak had 8. Abel Wiles had 7 points. You had Emerson Kissinger scored 6 points. Emery Vargas had 6 points. Avery Kissinger had 6. Lowell Daly had 6 points. Kerrigan Vargas had 5 points. I think he left out Aspen Anderson. She actually tied for team high honors with 9. So Aspen Anderson had 9 points, and Maddie Bauer had 9 points to lead Hastings St. Cecilia in scoring here tonight. In 63-16, the final score, St. Cecilia with a win. We'll come back and check the shooting numbers after this. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
If you're looking for screen printing or embroidery work, turn to the experts at Protein Design of Grand Island. They have over 19 years of experience and are locally owned. The staff at Protein Design can create that shirt for your special event with custom screen printing services. Or get some custom embroidery on your clothing, hats, bags, or other accessories. At Protein Design of Grand Island, you can get the uniforms for your high school or college sports teams too. Get a quote by simply going to the website at proteindesign.com or by calling 308-203-4044. There's in-store pickup and delivery.
Listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gymnasium, and we've hit our first Parents' Night of the 2025-2026 season. So we're rattled through the girls' game with a running clock for the last quarter of play, but we hit a Parents' Night ceremony, so that's we're taking a little extra time here between games, and we're going to finish that up, and we'll get you into the boys' contest here tonight. We'll give you the shooting numbers for the girls' ball game against St. Cecilia, winning by a score of 63-16. Hawkettes ended up shooting 42% from the floor tonight. They were 25 out of 59. St. Cecilia hitting 7 out of 16 from three-point territory, 44%. Lawrence Nelson, they hit only 30% of their shots tonight. They were 7 out of 23. And the Raiders took only 1 3-pointer and missed that one. From the free throw line, St. Cecilia was 44%, 7 out of 16. Lawrence Nelson was 1 out of 8 on the free throws tonight for 13%. Rebounds, St. Cecilia had 25. Lawrence Nelson had 12. Hawkins with 16 offensive rebounds and 9 on defense. Lawrence Nelson had 2 offensive rebounds and 10 on defense. 5 turnovers for St. Cecilia. Lawrence Nelson had 30 turnovers in the ball game tonight. Hawkins also came up with 21 steals in this ball game. Lawrence Nelson had 2 block shots. St. Cecilia had 1 block. Lawrence Nelson had 5, but against St. Cecilia, they win the ball game tonight in girls high school basketball, 63-16 over Lawrence Nelson. St. Cecilia now 10-1 in the season. They will play at Northwest coming up on Tuesday. Again, we mentioned their schedule. They've got another 3 games next week. They've got Northwest on Tuesday. Then they will play host to Minden on Thursday. They will play at Kearney Catholic on Saturday. So 3 games next week for St. Cecilia. Meanwhile, Lawrence Nelson, they will drop to 1 win and 7 losses on the season. Their next game is coming up on Tuesday. They will host Osceola. They will play at Kennesaw on Friday night, and then will host Axtell on Saturday. So they've got 3 games as well. Yeah, the final score in the first ball game, girls game went to Hastings St. Cecilia as they beat Lawrence Nelson by a score of 63-16. Take a break. When we come back, we'll chat with Hastings St. Cecilia boys basketball coach Jared Prevett as our high school basketball coverage continues on Extreme Sports.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
If you are looking for good food at a reasonable price, you have to check out District 14 Bar and Pizza in Hastings. Choose a delicious, piping hot pizza with homemade thin or thick crust. Get one of their traditional pizzas like hamburger, pepperoni, or sausage, or try one of their specialty pizzas like combination, chicken bacon ranch, or barbecue shrimp. District 14 Bar and Pizza also serves your favorite burgers and sandwiches. Dine-in and carry-out are available. Plus, you can catch all the games on one of their big screen TVs. That's District 14 Bar and Pizza, 1105 Theater Drive in Hastings.
Sustainable Seed Solutions, your local Bex dealer, wishes all area teams a great fall season. At Bex, we are dedicated to supplying farmers with the right products for the right field, regardless of the trait or source company. With our own line of elite germplasm and unique relationships with genetic suppliers worldwide, we provide farmers with the best seed, period. The choices at Bex give our customers a competitive advantage by providing the genetic diversity and trait protection they need, all from one company. Call Ryan, Doug, or Adam at 402-751-0089 or find us at sustainableseedsolutions.com.
Fill up on courtesy and convenience with Fill In Chill, your one-stop shop to fuel your tank, your body, and your passion for the game. With 14 locations across central Nebraska and 6 in Hastings, they've got you covered, whether you're on your way to the game or headed home with a win. Check them out on Facebook or at fillinchill.com.
Not just an RV center, but a legacy. That's what Dykeman's Campers was to Hastings and the surrounding communities for the last 75 years. Built on honesty, quality, and attentive sales and service. While Dykeman's Campers have set the bar high, we at Timmy's RVs are looking forward to carrying on the torch of excellent customer service and rapport. Timmy's RVs is now open, just behind the old Dykeman's location on Highway 6. Stop in to see Herb for all of your RV service needs. And don't forget to get your RV or camper in for winterization. Timmy's also has year-round covered storage available. Give them a call at 402-879-8893. That's Timmy's RV Sales and Service of Hastings.
It's been a couple of minutes with St. Cecilia Coach Jared Prevett. And Coach, it's been a wild one. You've had 3 games this week. You'll have 3 games again next week. You're going to learn a lot about your basketball team next 14 days or so.
Yeah, 100%. We have a couple of games, that we have coming up that are definitely going to be challenges. But we also got a couple of games that we know that, if our athletes pay attention to the scout, pay attention to how we're coaching them, and be coachable, they're definitely going to be really good wins coming up very soon. But tonight's game versus Lawrence Nelson is the only game we have all season where we're playing someone who's actually a class below us.
And right now, that's what you need. Basically, this team needs a win to maybe kickstart it here for the rest of the year.
Oh, no, 100%. I mean, you look at this Lawrence Nelson team, and they've done a really good job this whole entire season, really putting away their teams early, and then with their size as well as what's going to be definitely a challenge for us tonight. But, with a physical game 2 nights ago with Sandy Creek and then Fillmore Central before that, it's definitely preparing us for this night, and hopefully we can get a win here.
Lawrence Nelson 6-1 on the season. They haven't played the same teams that we have, so it's kind of tough to compare scores or whatever. But this is a team that's got some talent. You mentioned they got some height, so it's going to cause you some problems in some areas.
No, 100%. And I do believe one thing that we've got on these guys is just a little bit of speed. I kind of almost compare them to our matchup with Blue Hill last year, where Blue Hill had some height against them. They had a bigger 2-3 zone. Lawrence Nelson likes to run a man and also a 2-3 and a 1-3-1 combo, but they have one big, that number 5, who averages 20 points a game. So that's kind of our biggest thing going into this game. I told our guys, and my assistant coaches are telling our guys, how can we shut down one player? But then also, okay, how are we going to adjust? What if somebody starts shooting? How are we going to adjust in the game? And that's kind of the biggest challenge we've dealt with all season. We have never played a full 4 quarters to our full potential yet. It's been a quarter there, a half there, and then we give up a 13-point lead. So that's kind of the biggest thing that we're looking for tonight is how can we maintain all 4 quarters and control a basketball game?
And how are we going to control the height tonight?
Tonight, biggest thing with the height, with us, that's why I said with our speed, being able to screen them, that's kind of the biggest thing that we're going to go look for. And then on defense, rush them early, make them make mistakes, when we get into this type of basketball, and you look at the past years, I'm not used to coaching against this type of basketball. I'm used to coaching against C1, C2 opponents, but I told our guys, I said, don't overlook these guys. If you look at their game versus McCool Junction got up early, but Lawrence Nelson never quit. And I asked our guys, I said, did you truly see that in film? And they're like, yeah, they did not quit. And I said, exactly. It's going to take us 4 quarters to win a basketball game.
Of course, coming off with a loss the other night to Sandy Creek, just ran into a real buzzsaw. One of the best teams, I think, in central Nebraska, if not the state. And you saw it the other night against the Cougars.
100%. Our head football coach, Clint Head, said if you get a football team who's a really good athletic football team, they usually carry it into their basketball program. And that's exactly what they're doing with their new head coach. Definitely saw that in film going against them. Their height as well, their athletic ability and physicality. Holy, they are physical. So, any team who's going to play them, you got to be able to match their physicality. But that was definitely a challenge for us the other night.
Gave up a big run in the second half, I think 22-0. Scored only a couple of points in the fourth quarter, and it's tough to win that way, isn't it?
Oh, yes. We were down only by about 7 points at halftime, and like you said, that third quarter's always been the thing for us is how can we combat the third quarter? If we would not have a 10-minute halftime, it would probably be a different story, but our guys just got to realize, hey, it's 0-0. We got to be able to get a run in the third quarter.
What's the message tonight coming into this ball game? It's certainly a game that you have a chance to win, I think.
We do. I do agree. I'm not going to call this a must-need win, but I just think for our role players, our program, it definitely is a must-need win just to keep their confidence in check, to keep their buy-in in check. I don't think any of our players right now are checking out right now, but it's a good quote from our senior, Jaden Allman, says, it's really hard to put in as much effort as we're in and we're not getting the results. I say I totally agree, and that's how you have to be able to know how to win. And I do believe our guys know how to win. It's just the situation that we're in, playing such tougher competition. We're just going to have to buck down and fight for everything we got, and it's going to really turn out to benefit us here in about a month or 2. Yeah, thank you.
Bill Hamburger Remodeling has been doing work in the Hastings area for over 25 years. They provide remodeling and building services for both residential and commercial clients. Their services include new homes, additions, bathroom remodeling, kitchen remodeling, window installations, doors, siding, roofs, concrete work, drywall, painting, fences, and garages. Trust the professionals at Bill Hamburger. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Excellent agents, outstanding results.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they are free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way, American Family Insurance. Give Matthew a call at 308-389-9124 or stop in at 204 North Walnut Street in Grand Island.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
To learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym, getting set for the boys' contest here tonight between St. Cecilia and Lawrence Nelson. In the Hawkettes of St. Cecilia winning the girls' game tonight by a score of 63-16. I think the boys' game is going to be a lot more competitive than what we saw in game number 1. St. Cecilia coming in a record of 1 win and 9 losses on the season. The only win for the Blue Hawks so far this year was back on December the 13th when St. Cecilia won at Blue Hill 57-46. Much like the girls' team, St. Cecilia boys playing their 3rd game of the week this week. They lost to Fillmore Central on Tuesday, 51-38. And they lost to Sandy Creek last night, 61-33. Blue Hawks have also dropped games to Scotus this year, 50-32. They lost to Bishop Newman, 53-38. They lost to Donovan Trumbull 68-32. They've also lost to Cross County 74-46. They lost to Sutton right before Christmas at 53-41. They played in the Kearney Catholic Holiday Tournament in between the holidays. Lost to York 60-47. They lost to Amherst 65-51. And we got the 2 games that we played this week with losses to Fillmore Central and to Sandy Creek. And we talked with Jared Prevette during the break here. The team definitely needing a win here in this ball game here tonight, but they're going to be facing a pretty good Class D2 opponent in Lawrence Nelson here tonight. The Raiders are 6-1 on the season. They lost their first game of the year at home against Red Cloud. Actually, that was a win against the Red Cloud, 37-32. Their only loss was their last game, where they got blown out by McCool Junction on Tuesday, 86-48. The 6 wins for Lawrence Nelson this year have been against Red Cloud, 37-32. They beat Meridian by 20, 57-37. They beat Franklin on the road by 21, 49-28. They picked up a 13-point win at Bruning Davenport Shickley, 45-32. They went at home against Shelton, 54-46, and they have beaten Highline 54-41. So Lawrence Nelson, a pretty good Class D2 opponent here for St. Cecilia to play tonight. Lawrence Nelson, 6-1 in the season. A team that's averaging 49 points per ball game on offense, giving up 43.1 on the defensive end. Their leading scorer is a pretty good cat inside for Lawrence Nelson. That's Wyatt Fry. He's 6'5" and a junior. Fry is hitting 58% from the field this year, 35% from three-point territory. He's averaging 19.7 points per ball game and 8.7 rebounds per game. He's one of three returning players from last year's team. That was pretty successful. Lawrence Nelson was 15-8 a season ago. The other two guys that are joining Fry in the starting lineup and returning from a year ago, Keaton Culberson, who averaged 7 points and 4 rebounds per game last year, and Jackson Williams, who had 5 points and 5 rebounds per game a season ago. So Hastings St. Cecilia and Lawrence Nelson going here in game number 2 here tonight. We'll have the starting lineups, the opening tip, and some play-by-play coming up. You're listening to high school basketball tonight on Extreme Sports.
Not just an RV center, but a legacy. That's what Dykeman's Campers was to Hastings and the surrounding communities for the last 75 years. Built on honesty, quality, and attentive sales and service. While Dykeman's Campers have set the bar high, we at Timmy's RVs are looking forward to carrying on the torch of excellent customer service and rapport. Timmy's RVs is now open, just behind the old Dykeman's location on Highway 6. Stop in to see Herb for all of your RV service needs. And don't forget to get your RV or camper in for winterization. Timmy's also has year-round covered storage available. Give them a call at 402-879-8893. That's Timmy's RV Sales and Service of Hastings.
Farm ground is more than dirt. It's history, it's family, it's legacy. At Reuter Auction and Realty, we've been rooted in agriculture for nearly 60 years, helping landowners across Nebraska and Kansas market and sell their farmland with integrity. Our team combines proven sales methods with powerful marketing to bring you the right buyers and the best results. Licensed in Nebraska and Kansas, we know farming because we live it. When it's time to sell your farmland, trust Reuter Auction and Realty. Visit ReuterAuction.com, where farmland meets its future.
Welcome to Mid-America Truck Sales, where customer satisfaction is our top priority. With over 40 years of combined experience, Joe and Brandon have been proudly serving Hastings and the surrounding communities. Whether you're looking for a top-quality pre-owned truck, trailer, or piece of equipment, we've got you covered. At Mid-America Truck Sales, we believe the buying process should be stress-free, simple, and yes, even fun. Our goal? To earn your trust and have you recommend us to your family and friends. Unmatched quality, unbeatable deals. Stop by today. We're located at 3300 UTEC Avenue, just behind Menards and Hastings. Or visit us online at midamericatrucksales.com.
Since the 1970s, Midwest Farm Management has been guiding farm families with trusted advice and proven results. We know your land is more than an investment. It's your legacy for the next generation. That's why our experienced team helps landowners make smart decisions, protect family farms, and maximize returns. For over 50 years, families across the Midwest have relied on us to manage their farmland with care and integrity. Midwest Farm Management, experience you can count on for the family you love. Learn more at MidwestFarmManagement.com.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammers deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great! Let's be great!
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the chat with Jim at Hastings St. Cecilia, getting set for the boys' game here tonight. Lawrence Nelson and the Blue Hawks. Again, Lawrence Nelson, a Class D2 opponent here for the Hawks to handle tonight. Lawrence Nelson 6-1 on the season. St. Cecilia, they are 1-9. The Hawks have lost 6 games in a row since picking up that win over Blue Hill back in December. So we'll get to the starting lineups in the ball game here tonight. Hastings St. Cecilia will go this way. It'll be Aiden Schieffer, a 6'1" senior. Schieffer, by far the leading scorer on the team here for the Blue Hawks. He's averaging 16.3 points per ball game, 4.8 rebounds per game, Schieffer hitting 36% of his field goal tries so far this year and 27% from three-point territory. So Schieffer gets a start. Also, Jaden Allman, a 5'9" senior, averaging 6.6 points per ball game. Will Schaefer is a 5'11" sophomore. Schaefer averaging 1.4 per ball game. Malachi Swanson is a 6'4" senior. Swanson averaging 7.8 points per ball game. And Noah Lundgren is the other starter, a 6'3" junior. Lundgren is averaging 1.3 points per ball game. St. Cecilia hitting 34% of their field goal tries so far this year, 25% from three-point territory, 61% from the free throw line. For Lawrence Nelson, they are 6-1 in the season. Colton Menke is a 6' sophomore. Menke averaging 2.6 per ball game. Jace Holting is a 6'2" junior. Holting averaging 8.6 per ball game. Wyatt Fry, their leading scorer, 6'5" and a junior. Fry is averaging 19.7 points and 8.9 rebounds per game. Caleb Griffiths is a 6'3" junior. He's averaging 10.6 per ball game. And Cooper Heineken is a 5'11" sophomore. He's averaging about a point per ball game. Lawrence Nelson controls the opening tap. Boys game is underway. And the Raiders will shoot to our basket to our right here in quarter number one. Raiders dressed in their road black uniforms here tonight. St. Cecilia in their homestanding whites. They pound the ball underneath the hole. Now they get it right in front of the basket and shot is up and in. Caleb Griffiths scoring the opening field goal of the ball game for Lawrence Nelson. 2-0 is the score. Just underway here in contest number 2 at the Chapman Gym here tonight. Here's Malachi Swanson with the ball for St. Cecilia. Lundgren has got it down to the far sideline. That's Schieffer. Aiden Schieffer with the ball. He can't go up with a shot. Instead goes to Allman. Schieffer. Down to Schaefer in the lane. Back out of the wing. There's Allman for three. Shot is up there. No good. It goes to the corner. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Lawrence Nelson ball. You're listening to high school basketball coverage here tonight on Extreme Sports. We're at the Chapman Gym at Hastings St. Cecilia. Again, the St. Cecilia girls winning game 1 tonight. No problems over Lawrence Nelson. 63-16. Now the Raiders have the lead here in game number 2. It's a 2-0 ball game. They go back down inside, and the shot is up and in. Griffith scores his second field goal of the ball game. They got into their big man in Fry, and he just dumps it away underneath the hole here. And Griffith has scored the first 2 field goals of the ball game here for Lawrence Nelson. Schieffer to the basket. His shot is up there. Rolls off of the iron. No good. Rebound comes down to Wyatt Fry. Now to Jace Holting on the outlet pass. Brings it down the near sideline. There's Fry with the ball. Well, he's a big old dude there at 6'5". There's a long-range jumper from the outside. Good. Three-pointer by Jace Holting. And it's a 7-0 ball game. Lawrence Nelson has scored the first 7 points of the contest here. We're not yet 2 minutes into the ball game. St. Cecilia with the ball on their offensive end. There's Allman with it now as he dribbles with it on the left side of the lane. Comes out here in the three-point territory. Will Schaefer has got the ball to Allman. Down in the corner to Schieffer. There's Allman with the ball. Now to Schaefer as they work the ball on the far side. Here's Schieffer for 3. Shot good. Aiden Schieffer hits the 3 ball there for St. Cecilia, and the Blue Hawks are on the scoreboard. 7-3 is the score now. And the ball is going to be deflected out of bounds over there on the far side by Aiden Schieffer. Yeah, the Hawks have Aiden Schieffer, and you've got Will Schaefer out there in the starting lineup here for STC. 5:44 to play. First quarter, 7-3. Hastings St. Cecilia trailing here in the ball game. To Lawrence Nelson. Heineken with the ball now for Lawrence Nelson. Gives the ball to Wyatt Fry. They lob it down in the baseline. A reverse layup. Tough shot there by Holting that won't go. Rebound comes down to St. Cecilia. Long pass ahead is intercepted. Intercepted by Fry. He brings the ball into the offensive zone. Down to Minky. Minky gets it to Fry. He drives the ball to the hoop. His shot is up there. It's going to be no good. He's knocked down into play. It goes out of bounds. Now we're going to have a foul called. A foul here is going to go on to Wyatt Fry. That's going to be his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 on Lawrence Nelson here in the first quarter. 7-3 is the score. Lawrence Nelson has got the early lead. Here comes St. Cecilia back with the ball. Jordan Ullman, his bright-colored sneakers, comes into the forecourt. There's a feed into the lane. It's going to be intercepted. First turnover of the ball game now on St. Cecilia. Lawrence Nelson with the ball. They've got a 4-point lead, 7-3. And now we got a double dribble violation on Jace Holting as he was bringing the ball up the floor. First turnover of the ball game for Lawrence Nelson. And the ball game now for St. Cecilia. Let's see. We're going to see Husker Worrell, I think, is in the ball game now for the Hawks. Jake Landgren is also in there for St. Cecilia. There's a Schieffer, his long-range jumper, good. Aiden Schieffer throws up his second three-pointer of the ball game. St. Cecilia is back to within 1 point here in the first quarter. 7-6 is the score. Lawrence Nelson has got the ball. They get it inside to Fry, and we got a whistle. And a foul is going to be called. Fry was knocked down on the play. He's helped up here. And the foul is going to go on Will Schaefer. Schaefer picks up his first personal foul for St. Cecilia. Team foul number 1 on the Blue Hawks. Non-shooting situation. Lawrence Nelson will inbound the ball. Fry comes out here to Griffiths. Across the top now to Minky. There's Fry at the free throw line. Down the lane he goes. His shot's going to be up there. It's going to be no good. Kind of slips as he got to the basket there, and the shot would not go. St. Cecilia's got the ball at the other end. Schieffer at the free throw line. Hammers it down to the baseline. Covered up down there. Has to get rid of it. There's a bounce pass here. It's going to go to Jaden Allman. Free throw line extended. Cross-court pass goes to Landgren. Landgren dribbles to the elbow. Gets it out here to Schaefer. Down near side to Allman. Cross-court pass goes to Schieffer. Now to Allman. Takes the three-pointer. The shot's off of the back iron. No good. And the rebound is brought down here by Caleb Griffiths for Lawrence Nelson. 7-6 the score. St. Cecilia down by a point. Colton Mickey with the ball. Now to Fry inside. His shot's going to be up there and in. And he's going to be fouled in the play. Basket is going to count, and the foul is going to go on Will Schaefer. That's the second personal foul on Schaefer. Fry gets the field goal for Lawrence Nelson, and now he'll go to the free throw line to try to convert on the three-point play. So Fry goes to the stripe here. Husker Worrell now into the ball game. So going to the line here is going to be Wyatt Fry. It should be a 9-6 ball game. Now they finally chalk it up there. The shot by Fry is going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Schieffer for St. Cecilia. Aiden Schieffer on the dribble here for the Hawks. Goes over to Husker Worrell. Lawrence Nelson in his zone defense. There's Schieffer for three. Shot is up there, no good from the far side. Picked up by Minky now for Lawrence Nelson. Minky to a Griffiths into the forecourt. Long three by Fry as an air ball. It's loose on the baseline. It finally goes out of bounds, and it was last touchdown there by St. Cecilia's Will Schaefer. And Lawrence Nelson will play things in, and now we got a timeout called. Timeout with 3:13 to play. Here in the first quarter, we'll take a break with a score. Lawrence Nelson 9, St. Cecilia 6 on Extreme Sports.
Since the 1970s, Midwest Farm Management has been guiding farm families with trusted advice and proven results. We know your land is more than an investment. It's your legacy for the next generation. That's why our experienced team helps landowners make smart decisions, protect family farms, and maximize returns. For over 50 years, families across the Midwest have relied on us to manage their farmland with care and integrity. Midwest Farm Management, experience you can count on for the family you love. Learn more at MidwestFarmManagement.com.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym. It's a 9-6 ball game. Lawrence Nelson with the lead. The Raiders will inbound the ball from underneath their own basket, and the inbounds pass is swatted back out of bounds here by Jaden Allman for St. Cecilia. Lawrence Nelson will inbound it here on the near sideline. Going to be Wyatt Fry inbounding the ball here. Big old tall dude, 6'5", is going to inbound the ball here for the Raiders. He goes into the backcourt. Holting grabs the ball. Holting down to a Minky. Minky comes across the top to a Holting. Drives it down the left side of the lane. He's double teamed. Down here, three-pointer. Griffiths, good. Caleb Griffiths throws up a three. He's already got 7 points in the ball game here for Lawrence Nelson. It's now a 12-6 ball game. Raiders have got the lead here. St. Cecilia with the ball. Far sideline, that's going to be Husker Worrell trying to drive the ball inside as it knocked loose. Husker picks her back up. Out here to Schieffer. His shot for three. Bangs her home. Aiden Schieffer with three-pointers in the ball game. Here in the first quarter, keeping the Blue Hawks within striking distance. 12-9. St. Cecilia is down by 3 points here. Mickey with the ball, now to Fry. Fry has got it. He's going to drive it down the lane all the way to the basket. His shot is up there. It's going to be no good. He's knocked down again. No foul called. Rebound comes down to St. Cecilia, running back the other way. Allman to Schieffer in the corner. Penetrates down the baseline. Shot off the window. No good. Rebound comes down to Fry. Long pass down the floor. Drive, shoots, and scores. Jace Holting scores on the pass from Wyatt Fry. And it's now a 14-9 ball game. St. Cecilia trailing Class D2 opponent Lawrence Nelson here in the ball game tonight. There's Schieffer, goes for the hole. His shot's going to be partially deflected by Griffiths. And rebound comes down to Lawrence Nelson. Raiders will bring the ball back in their offensive zone with 90 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 14-9. Raiders have got the lead. Lawrence Nelson with the ball. Fry has got it here on the near side. Fry on the dribble, takes it to the basket, and he's fouled in the play. Foul in the play here. It's going to go on Schieffer. That's going to be his first. Fry's going to go to the free throw line here for Lawrence Nelson. Fry again, 6'5", a junior for the Raiders. He's put together. Here's a shot from the free throw line. It's going to be up there and in. Fry just a 44% foul shooter on the season, but he knocks one down here. Fry's got 3 points in the ball game now for Lawrence Nelson. 15-9. The Raiders have the lead over Hastings St. Cecilia here tonight from the Chapman Gym. Fry averaged 17 points and 12 rebounds per game a season ago. Next free throw is going to be up there, no good, and Lawrence Nelson grabs the board after the missed free throw. Lawrence Nelson finished 15-8 a season ago. 3 starters back from that team from last year. A good nucleus to work with in the 2025-2026 season. Ryan with the ball, gets it here to Griffiths, and his shot is up and in. Caleb Griffiths has already got 9 points here in the first quarter for Lawrence Nelson. And now Jared Prevette wants to call a timeout. St. Cecilia calls a timeout. 56.2 seconds to play in quarter number 1. Lawrence Nelson 17, St. Cecilia 9 on Extreme Sports.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
If you are looking for good food at a reasonable price, you have to check out District 14 Bar and Pizza in Hastings. Choose a delicious, piping hot pizza with homemade thin or thick crust. Get one of their traditional pizzas like hamburger, pepperoni, or sausage, or try one of their specialty pizzas like combination, chicken bacon ranch, or barbecue shrimp. District 14 Bar and Pizza also serves your favorite burgers and sandwiches. Dine-in and carry-out are available. Plus, you can catch all the games on one of their big screen TVs. That's District 14 Bar and Pizza, 1105 Theater Drive in Hastings.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym, there's a long-range jumper from 3 by Schaefer that's going to be no good. Lawrence Nelson has got the rebound. We're in the first quarter. 35 seconds to go, 17-9. Lawrence Nelson has got the lead here over St. Cecilia. Dribble penetration. There's a feed down in the corner. A three-pointer put up there by Joel Holting. That's an air ball. Rebound comes down to St. Cecilia. Here come the Hawks back into the offensive end. Will Schaefer has got the ball at the volleyball spike line. Goes over to Husker Worrell on the wing on the right side. Husker trying to penetrate. Jump pass over here to Schaefer. Mishandles the ball. He picks her back up. Now to Landgren. Back outside to Husker Worrell. Throws up a three. It's going to be no good. Pride grabs the rebound. Launches from backcourt. Way short. And that's the end of the first quarter of play. Lawrence Nelson with a lead over Hastings St. Cecilia in boys basketball. Lawrence Nelson 17. Hastings St. Cecilia 9. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Sustainable Seed Solutions, your local Bex dealer, wishes all area teams a great fall season. At Bex, we are dedicated to supplying farmers with the right products for the right field, regardless of the trait or source company. With our own line of elite germplasm and unique relationships with genetic suppliers worldwide, we provide farmers with the best seed, period. The choices at Bex give our customers a competitive advantage by providing the genetic diversity and trait protection they need, all from one company. Call Ryan, Doug, or Adam at 402-751-0089 or find us at sustainableseedsolutions.com.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone.
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, we're ready for the second quarter, 17-9. Hastings St. Cecilia trailing Lawrence Nelson. The Hawks have the opening possession here in period number 2. Will Schaefer with the ball out to a Schaefer now. Gives it away to Schaefer. There's a pass inside to Allman. Trying to put a man in the air. Kicks her back out here in the wing to Schaefer. Down in the baseline to Lonergan. His shot for a long-range jumper is going to be no good. Then the rebound comes down to Wyatt Fry for Lawrence Nelson. Raiders come back into the offensive zone. Fry down the lane. Pass down in the corner. Three-pointer. Bingo. Three-pointer thrown up there by Jace Holting. He has now got 8 points in the ball game, and Lawrence Nelson is now leading by the score of 20-9 here in the second quarter. St. Cecilia back with the ball in their offensive end. Ball poked away, picked up by Allman here on the left side of the lane. Allman on the dribble. Leaves it out on top now to Schaefer. Now to Allman, puts a man in the air. Now he draws a lot of contact over here, and a foul is going to be called on Lawrence Nelson. So a foul is going to be called on the Raiders. Joel Holting picking up the foul. That's going to be his first team foul in Lawrence Nelson here in the second quarter. In the ball game now for St. Cecilia, we're going to see. We'll double check that as a new guy's out of the roster. Here's a Schaefer throwing up a three. It's going to be no good. And the rebound comes down here to Lawrence Nelson. 20-9 is the score. Lawrence Nelson has got the lead. Holting for three, shot good. Jace Holting bangs one home there for the Raiders. He's got 11 points in the ball game. And it's now a 23-9 ball game. 23-9. Lawrence Nelson with the lead here in the second quarter. There's Schaefer. Gets in here to Schaefer on the right side. A little 10-footer is going to be put up there, no good. Rebound Holting. It goes out of bounds, and St. Cecilia will play things in. 6:22 to play here in the first half. By the way, the college football playoff semifinal going on tonight. It's Indiana now leading the Oregon Ducks by the score of 28-7. The winner gets Miami for the national championship coming up a week from Monday. There's a shot taken there by the Hawks. It won't go. Lawrence Nelson with the rebound. St. Cecilia is going to find some offense here. 23-9. St. Cecilia is trailing here in quarter number 2. St. Cecilia now in the zone defense. Binky has got it. Now the near side to a Holting. He drives around Schaefer all the way to the basket. His shot is up there, no good. Tap try, no good. Bound for the rebound. It's still loose. It comes rolling out here. Holting grabs the ball. They move it over here to Fry. His shot from 12 is going to be up there. It's no good. Rebound to St. Cecilia. So 3-4 shots in the hole there for Lawrence Nelson. They couldn't convert. St. Cecilia with the ball. Schaefer at the other end bounces off of Fry, and a foul is going to be called on Wyatt Fry. Second foul on Fry. Team foul number 2 on Lawrence Nelson here in the second quarter. Going to the free throw line for St. Cecilia will be Aiden Schieffer. Schieffer has got 9 points in the ball game so far on 3 field goals. 79% foul shooter in the season. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. St. Cecilia gets to double digits here. 23-10. Hawks have struggled offensively this year. They're only averaging 42.4 points per ball game. Scored 33 the other night in their loss to Sandy Creek, 61-33. Next free throw is going to be up there and in by Schieffer. Hawks scored only 38 points on Tuesday. Lost to Fillmore Central, 51-38. They've got 11 on the board now, 23-11. Lawrence Nelson has got the lead. 5:33 to play here in the second quarter from the Chapman Gym at Hastings St. Cecilia after the Hawkettes picked up a big win in the girls' ball game in contest number 1 here tonight. Mickey has the ball swatted out of his hands. It goes out of bounds, and Mickey was the last to touch it. Turnover on Lawrence Nelson. They're second in the ball game. St. Cecilia in the first quarter tonight, we had him shooting 3 out of 11 from the floor for 27%. Lawrence Nelson was 7 out of 12 for 58%. St. Cecilia now with the ball in their offensive end. There's a feed inside, tapped away. It is loose, picked up by the Hawks. They get it over here to Husker Worrell, who moves the ball down the baseline to Lonergan. Husker has got it now on the wing. He takes it down in the low block, can't put up a shot. Allman has got it, cross-court pass. Here's a long-range jumper, good. Chase Batterman knocking down the three-pointer for St. Cecilia. Now Lawrence Nelson gets the ball back inside and got a foul called. So Chase Batterman knocks down a three-pointer. Makes the score 23-14. But the foul is going to be called on the other end on Lonergan. That's going to be his first. The free throw line here is going to be Caleb Griffiths. The shot is up there. It's going to be good. He's now got 10 points in the ball game for Lawrence Nelson. 24-14. Lawrence Nelson has got the lead here. And the Raiders are 6-1 on the season. Last D2 opponent, Hastings St. Cecilia, is 1-9 coming into this one. Next shot dances around the rim and goes down through the hole. So it's a now 25-14 ball game. Lawrence Nelson with the lead. Here's a long-range jumper by Allman for 3. Yes. Jaden Allman throws up the three-pointer. From the wing on the left side, it's now a 25-17 ball game. There's Lawrence Nelson with the ball in their offensive end. Minky has got it. Picked up by Allman. Cross-court pass goes to Holting. He takes the ball down the baseline, drives it for the hole. And we're going to have a foul call down there on STC. St. Cecilia with a foul. That's going to go on Batterman. That's going to be his first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Blue Hawks here in period number 2. 25-17. St. Cecilia trailing here in this one. Ryan's got the ball at the free throw line, drives it down the lane, and he's going to be called for a traveling violation. He's called for a traveling violation. Turnover number 3 in the ball game for Lawrence Nelson. He does that a lot. He takes the ball into the basket, and he falls down a lot, getting to the hole, either on purpose or he loses his coordination taking it to the hole. Here's Husker Worrell with the ball on the far sideline. Husker takes it down on the baseline, spins, can't put up a shot. Cross-court pass comes over here to Allman. Allman on the left baseline. Lawrence Nelson in a man-to-man defense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Will Schaefer with the ball. The Husker Worrell drives it to the basket. His shot for the glass. Good, and he's fouled in the play. Husker Worrell gets the field goal and 1. He'll go to the stripe here for St. Cecilia. Foul in the play here by Caleb Griffiths of Lawrence Nelson. That's going to be his first foul. Team foul number 3 on the Raiders here in the second period. Free throw by Husker is going to be up there off of the mark. No good. Ball chased down here by Griffiths, and he steps out of bounds. Chases the ball down in the corner down here. He steps out of bounds, so St. Cecilia will play things in. 3:34 to play here in the second quarter, and now Jared Prevette wants to call a timeout. Timeout. St. Cecilia will take a break with 3:34 to play in the first half. Lawrence Nelson 25, St. Cecilia 19 on Extreme Sports.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hey, this is Mick from Miletta Vista Winery in St. Paul. Just a reminder, winter hours will be Saturdays, 11:30 to 9, January through February. That's just one day a week. But come in for lunch. Homemade soup specials on Saturdays. Stick around for the evening meals that start at 5. And while you're at it, stock up on your favorite wines. Workhorse, Elephant Ear, Steuben Tiger, and more are available at Miletta Vista and wherever great Nebraska wines are sold. Miletta Vista Winery, good wine, good food, no snow boots required, but we won't judge.
All right, as we come back, Bannerman throws up a 3 for St. Cecilia. That would not go. They battle for the rebound. A jump ball called, and Lawrence Nelson will inbound the ball here in backcourt. 25-19. St. Cecilia back within 6 points. Lawrence Nelson has had a double-digit lead throughout much of this in the first half, and here's a turnover. Mickey throws the ball to the near sideline. It goes whizzing right on through the outstretched hands of Jace Holting. Turnover number 4 in the ball game for Lawrence Nelson. Now St. Cecilia will bring the ball up here as they roll it in. Allman picks her up and goes to Husker Worrell. Steps up to the top of the arc and hits it. Husker Worrell bangs home a three-pointer. He's got 5 points in the ball game. St. Cecilia now within 3 points here. 25-22. Just by the 3-minute mark now in the second quarter. Again, they have problems with the ball. Mickey picks it up, dribbles down the corner. Here's a pass out on top, intercepted. Intercepted here by Schaefer. Gets the ball here to Allman. Allman drives his shot, up there and in. Jaden Allman, he scores for St. Cecilia as they convert on the Lawrence Nelson turnover. It's now a 25-24 ball game. St. Cecilia down by a point. Lawrence Nelson with the ball. Mickey drops her down low to Griffiths. His shot no good, but he's hacked on the arm and a foul. It's going to be called here on Husker Worrell. Husker picks up his first personal foul. Going to the free throw line will be Caleb Griffiths for Lawrence Nelson. 44% foul shooter in the season. He's 7 out of 16. 2 out of 2 from the free throw line in the ball game here tonight. Shot up there. Shot is good. Lawrence Nelson now leading St. Cecilia in boys high school basketball, 26-24. Griffith's next free throw is around the rim and down. Bounces around on the iron and finally goes down to the hole. So a couple of free throws there by Caleb Griffiths. 27-24 now. St. Cecilia down by 3. The Blue Hawks have the ball. Here's Allman, comes over to Husker Worrell. Cross-court pass goes to Schaefer. Moves it out of the baseline, and the ball tipped away. It is picked up here by the Raiders. A second turnover of the ball game for St. Cecilia. Now the ball loose again in the paint, picked up by the Blue Hawks coming back the other way. The sixth turnover on Lawrence Nelson. St. Cecilia gets the ball in the offensive zone. We got a foul called here on Lawrence Nelson. Jace Holting picks up the foul. That's going to be the first foul on Holting. Here comes Aiden Schaefer back into the ball game now for St. Cecilia after a quick breather. Going on is going to be Ethan Schultes. St. Cecilia will inbound baseline right side underneath their own basket. Joel Holting is coming back into the ball game now for the Raiders. Husker Worrell is going to inbound the ball here for St. Cecilia. Gets it to Allman on a low block. Throws it out here to Schaefer. Schaefer, Husker Worrell on the far sideline. Takes it down to the baseline. A shot from the window, no good. Ball tapped around. It goes out of bounds. And the officials look at one another, and they give the ball to St. Cecilia. So the Blue Hawks will play things in. 1:48 to play here in the second quarter. 27-24. St. Cecilia looking for their second win of the season here in this ball game here tonight. Husker Royale will inbound the ball. They get it here to Allman. Puts it up their left-handed shot, no good. Follow shot, no good by Chase Batterman. And the rebound comes down here to Lawrence Nelson. They'll walk the ball to the floor now with 1 minute and 40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 27-24. St. Cecilia down by 3. Lawrence Nelson with the ball. Minke has got it. Now to Holting. Their sideline to Joel Holting. Out here to Jace Holting between the circles. Jace is going to throw up a 3. His shot's off of the back iron. No good. Rebound Batterman for St. Cecilia. Chase brings it on the dribble into the offensive end to Aiden Schieffer. Schieffer down to Schaefer. Diagonal pass down in the corner to Allman. His shot for 3. No good. Rebound battled for. And now we got a foul called. Foul is going to go here on the St. Cecilia battling for the loose ball down there. Husker Royale picks up the personal foul for his efforts. Second foul in Husker. 27-24. Lawrence Nelson has got the lead here over Hastings St. Cecilia. In the girls' ball game tonight, St. Cecilia beating Lawrence Nelson 63-16. Hawkins scored the first 26 points of the ball game tonight. Holting has the ball knocked loose. The scramble is on as Holting hits the deck. And we've got a jump ball called. The arrow pointing in favor of St. Cecilia. So that'll be the 7th turnover of the first half on Lawrence Nelson. Cade Peters coming into the ball game now for the Raiders. Peters comes in. Joel Holting will check out. 50.1 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 27-24. Hastings St. Cecilia trailing here in the ball game. Allman races the ball in the offensive zone to Batterman. Now down in the corner to Will Schaefer. Out on top, Husker Royale. Nice pass down low, and the shot is up and in. Chase Batterman gets the field goal and one. Now they're going to say Lawrence Nelson was up into the net, but the field goal went anyway. Chase Batterman gets the field goal to make it a 27-26 ball game. St. Cecilia now within 1 point. Hawks were down by 8 at the end of the first quarter. It's 17-9. They come all the way back and they're within the 1 point here. 33 seconds to play. Wyatt Fry brings the ball into the offensive end here for Lawrence Nelson. Moving down in the corner to get back inside to Fry. His shot is up there, no good, and a foul is going to be called here on St. Cecilia. So the foul goes on Husker Royale. That's going to be the third foul on Husker Royale. And going to the free throw line will be Wyatt Fry. For Lawrence Nelson, he's got 3 points in the ball game. The average is 19.7 in the season. Shot is up there, and the shot is going to be good. Wyatt Fry will have one more shot here. That gives the Red Raiders a 2-point lead, 28-26. 23.9 seconds to go. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good by Fry. Into the ball game now is going to be Cooper Heineken. Going out is going to be a Wyatt Fry. So it's a 29-26 ball game. St. Cecilia down by 3. Blue Hawks with the ball. Jaden Allman has got it down here at the volleyball spike line. Goes over to Schieffer on the wing. He drives the ball into the paint, throws up a shot. That circles the rim, and down it goes. Aiden Schieffer gets the field goal. He's got 13 points in the ball game. There's a shot from 3-point territory. It's going to be no good there by Jace Holting, and that is the end of the first half of play. Lawrence Nelson will have the lead over Hastings St. Cecilia at the break. The score, Lawrence Nelson 29, Hastings St. Cecilia 28. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
Since 1946, Cully Pipe and Steel continues to meet the pipe and steel needs of greater Nebraska and Kansas. Cully Pipe and Steel is a one-stop shop for all of your pipe and steel needs. Cully Pipe and Steel stocks a wide variety of steel and plumbing products. From custom steel products to structural steel, rebar fabrication, steel fabrications, and retail and wholesale plumbing parts and fixtures, remember Cully Pipe and Steel of Hastings. They're located at 405 West South Street and the plumbing showroom at 300 South Colorado in Hastings.
At Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Beck's dealer, we are dedicated to serving area farmers by delivering the industry's most diverse product lineup, backed by personalized service and agronomic support. From localized recommendations to product selection and weed management insights, we are proud to put on our boots and walk side by side with you every season. Good luck to all area teams this season. Contact Ryan, Doug, or Adam at Sustainable Seed Solutions, your area Beck's dealer, at 402-751-0089 for more information, or find us on the web at sustainableseedsolutions.com. Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gymnasium, boys high school basketball for you tonight here on Extreme Sports. 29-28 is the score. It's Lawrence Nelson out on top by a point here over St. Cecilia. Hawks trailed 17-9 after the first period. But St. Cecilia battling back in period number 2, and they're down by just a point here at the break, 29-28. Only 4 guys have scored for St. Cecilia in the ball game. Aiden Schieffer has got 13 points here in the first half. Schieffer has knocked down 3 2-point field goals and a 2-pointer. And he's 2 on 2 from the free throw line, so 13 points for Schieffer. Jaden Allman has got 5 points and a 3 and a 2. Husker Warrell has got 5 points and a 3 and a 2. He is 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Chase Batterman has got a field goal and 2 points. St. Cecilia 2 out of 3 from the free throw line here in the first half of play. Only 3 guys have scored for Lawrence Nelson. Caleb Griffiths, he has got 9 points in the game. He's got 1 3-pointer. He's got 3 2-point field goals, and he is 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. So Caleb has got 13. Jace Holting has got 11 points. He's got a couple of 3-pointers. He's got 2 2-point field goals. So he's got 11. And Wyatt Fry has got 5 points in the game. He's got a field goal, and he is 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. So again, our score in halftime, Lawrence Nelson 29, Hastings St. Cecilia 28. We'll have more after this on Extreme Sports.
If you're looking for screen printing or embroidery work, turn to the experts at Protein Design of Grand Island. They have over 19 years of experience and are locally owned. The staff at Protein Design can create that shirt for your special event with custom screen printing services. Or get some custom embroidery on your clothing, hats, bags, or other accessories. At Protein Design of Grand Island, you can get the uniforms for your high school or college sports teams too. Get a quote by simply going to the website at proteindesign.com or by calling 308-203-4044. There's in-store pickup and delivery available. Protein Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island.
Hey, this is Mick from Maletta Vista Winery in St. Paul. Just a reminder, winter hours will be Saturdays, 11:30 to 9, January through February. That's just one day a week. But come in for lunch. Homemade soup specials on Saturdays. Stick around for the evening meals that start at 5. And while you're at it, stock up on your favorite wines. Workhorse, Elephant Ear, Steuben Tiger, and more are available at Maletta Vista and wherever great Nebraska wines are sold. Maletta Vista Winery, good wine, good food, no snow boots required, but we won't judge.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Lawrence Nelson with a lead over Hastings St. Cecilia at break. The score is 29-28. Shooting numbers here in the first half. Lawrence Nelson, 9 out of 18 from the floor. They're right at 50%. Lawrence Nelson, 4 out of 8 on three-pointers. That's also 50%. St. Cecilia hitting 10 out of 27 from the floor, 37%. They are 6 out of 13 from long range. That's 46%. The rebounds right now. Lawrence Nelson has got 15. St. Cecilia has got 9. The Raiders have got 2 offensive rebounds and 13 on defense. St. Cecilia with 1 offensive rebound and 8 on defense. 8 turnovers for Lawrence Nelson. 3 turnovers for Hastings St. Cecilia. 3 steals for Lawrence Nelson and 2 for St. Cecilia. No block shots for the Blue Hawks. 1 block shot for the Raiders, the Lawrence Nelson Raiders. And again from the free throw line, St. Cecilia 2 out of 3. Lawrence Nelson 7 out of 9. Here to score at halftime, Lawrence Nelson 29. Hastings St. Cecilia 28. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
This is Brad Musburger from VSiN. You're listening to Mike Will on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym at Hastings St. Cecilia, getting set for the second half. 29-28 is the score. Lawrence Nelson has got the lead. And the Raiders have just 3 guys in the scoring column so far. Caleb Griffiths is leading the way. He's got 13 points in the ball game. Aiden Schieffer has got 13 for St. Cecilia. The Hawks have had just 4 people score in the game tonight. Lawrence Nelson has got the opening possession here in the third quarter. They'll shoot to our basket to our left. St. Cecilia going to show zone here to begin the second half of play. There's the pass out on top to Heineken. Heineken gets it a Holting in the lane. The ball's going to be knocked loose. A couple of players hit the deck. It's being tapped around, and who's got it? The guys in the black. Lawrence Nelson at the free throw line. Jumper is up there by Holting. No good. Long rebound. Picked up here by Griffiths. Keeps it alive. Outside Holting for three. Shot good. Jace Holting knocks down a three ball there for Lawrence Nelson. He's got 14 points in the ball game, and Lawrence Nelson hits their first field goal here of the second half to make it a 32-28 ball game now. St. Cecilia with the ball in their offensive end. There's Lonergan with the ball down on the baseline. Jaden Allman out on top here to Schaefer, a whistle away from all the action. Foul called here on Lawrence Nelson. It's going to go on Wyatt Fry. That's going to be his third personal foul. So their big guy, Wyatt Fry, the 6'5" junior, has now got three personal fouls with 7:03 to play here in this third quarter. St. Cecilia inbounds the ball. There's a three-pointer put up there by Schaefer. No good. Down with a rebound. Jump ball is called. Or do we have a foul? We got a foul called. Go on St. Cecilia's Noah Lonergan. That's going to be his second personal foul. Team foul number one in the Blue Hawks here in the third quarter. 6:58 to play in the third. Lawrence Nelson has got the lead over St. Cecilia, 32-28. There's a Minky with the ball. Minky now Holting, short left baseline, can't go up with a shot. Griffiths has got it. They work the ball around back to Fry. His shot is up there, bounces off of the rim, no good. Ball is on the deck. It's still loose. And who's got it? We finally got a timeout called by Lawrence Nelson. Somebody had possession of the ball over there, and they called the timeout to save the possession. All right, timeout, 6:37 to play here in quarter number three. We'll take break. Lawrence Nelson, 32. Hastings St. Cecilia, 28. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
As we come back, Lawrence Nelson turns the ball away. It's picked up by St. Cecilia. Driving at the other end for the Hawks was Jaden Allman, and he couldn't convert on the driving layup. Lawrence Nelson back with the ball, 32-28. Hawks are trailing. There's a pass out on top, deflected. Griffiths picks it up, drives it down the lane. His shot no good. Rebound Fry, and a foul is going to be called here on St. Cecilia. Hawks going to be guilty of a rebounding foul here. It's going to go on Schaefer. That's going to be his second. So Lawrence Nelson has got the lead here over St. Cecilia, 32-28. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. St. Cecilia looking for their second win of the season here tonight. Lawrence Nelson looking for their seventh win in 8 games. There's a pass out on top, intercepted by Allman. Allman drives the ball all the way to the basket. Can't put up a shot. Now Schaefer has got the ball. Schaefer is going to take the ball into the lane, all the way to the basket. He scores. Aiden Schaefer, he scores. Turnover on Lawrence Nelson. Schaefer has now got 15 points in the ball game for St. Cecilia. 32-30 is the score now. Holting with the ball, a pass in the lane to Griffiths. His shot is up there and in. Caleb Griffiths now with 15 points in the ball game for Lawrence Nelson. 34-30, back to a 4-point lead here for the visitors. There's Allman for three, shot good. Jamin Allman bangs home a three-pointer there for St. Cecilia. And now we have ourselves a 1-point ball game at 34-33. Fry with the ball out here to Griffiths. Just to the right of the circle. Feeds it to the right side to get the ball back into the hands here of Wyatt Fry. He backs out at the volleyball spike line here. Wyatt Fry has got it behind the screen to give it to Griffiths from the top of the key. 3-pointers off of the mark, no good. St. Cecilia with the ball. The Hawks can pull ahead here with a field goal. Here comes Schaefer into the forecourt to Allman for three. Shot good again. Jamin Allman knocks down a back-to-back 3-pointers, and a timeout's going to be called. Jaden Allman gives Hastings St. Cecilia the lead in the third quarter. We've got a break. 4 minutes and 43 seconds to play in quarter number 3. St. Cecilia 36, Lawrence Nelson 34 on Extreme Sports.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Girls high school basketball tonight from Grand Island. Kearney Catholic beat Grand Island Central Catholic 64-22. The game here at the Chapman Gym, St. Cecilia winners over Lawrence Nelson 63-16. Boys game has been a lot better here, 36-34. The Blue Hawks have the lead now over Lawrence Nelson. Raiders have the ball. Here's Fry going right to the hole. His shot no good, but he's fouled in the play. Fry is fouled in the play here by St. Cecilia. Chase Batterman picks up the foul. That's going to be his second. Team foul number 3 on St. Cecilia here in the third. Wyatt Fry to the free throw line. He's got 5 points in the game. His shot is up there, and the shot is good. He is now 4 out of 5 from the free throw line tonight. It's now a 36-35 ball game. Lawrence Nelson trailing. Next shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound Allman for St. Cecilia. So a 1-point lead for the Hawks. 36-35. Husker Worrell has got the ball to Jaden Allman. Allman on the left side of the lane takes it out of the baseline. Goes for the basket. His shot's going to be up there. No good. The ball tapped out of bounds. It's going to be, let's see, it's going to be Lawrence Nelson ball. Allman tried to move it from the left corner toward the goal. Could not get the shot to fall. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Lawrence Nelson ball. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 36-35. Hastings St. Cecilia is out on top. There's a pass down the far sideline. It was mishandled by Minky. Out of bounds. 9 turnovers now for Lawrence Nelson here in this ball game. St. Cecilia's got the ball. The Hawks have a 1-point lead. 36-35. We approach 4 minutes to play now here in the third quarter. Husker Worrell out here in 3-point territory. Husker reverses the ball. Gets it to a Will Schaefer. Now to Allman for 3. Shot good again. Jaden Allman bangs home his third 3-pointer here of this third quarter. Big field goal there for the Hawks. That gives St. Cecilia now a 4-point advantage. 39-35 here in the third quarter. There's Lawrence Nelson with the ball trapped along the baseline. Heineken finally gets it away. Here's Holting for 3. Shot rims off, no good. Batterman had the rebound. It was knocked out of his hands, and now we got a foul called. Wyatt Fry picks up the foul. That's going to be the 4th foul on Wyatt Fry, so their big man, Wyatt Fry, will have to come to the bench here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 33 seconds to play. 39-35. We'll make note of that, and we'll see how long they're going to keep Wyatt Fry on the bench here. 3:35 to go here in quarter number 3. Fry is now on the bench. Husker Worrell to the basket and shot no good, and he's fouled in the play. So right there, St. Cecilia going to attack the glass now with the big man on the bench. The foul is going to go on Cooper Heineken. That's going to be his first personal foul. That's going to be team foul number 3 on Lawrence Nelson here in this third quarter. Husker Worrell at the free throw line. Shot is up there. It's going to be good. Husker will get one more. St. Cecilia now with a 5-point lead over Lawrence Nelson. The score is 40-35. Husker Worrell will have one more free throw. It is up there. That one dances around the rim and goes down through the hole. So Husker gets a couple of free throws. St. Cecilia now with their biggest lead of the ball game at 41-35 with 3:20 to play here in the third quarter. There's a pass intercepted. Intercepted here by St. Cecilia. Long pass down the floor to Schieffer. Shot good. Aiden Schieffer scores for St. Cecilia. He got 17 points here in the ball game. St. Cecilia now out on top by a score of 43-35. Lawrence Nelson back with the ball on their offensive end. Mickey drives it down the lane. His little runner is up there, and it falls off on the front side. No good. Rebound, St. Cecilia. Here come the Hawks back the other way. This is Jaden Ullman. Stops at the free throw line. Down in the corner to Husker for three. Shot is up there, no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts a man in the air. He's stripped to the ball, and a foul is going to be called. Personal foul is going to be called here on Joel Holting for Lawrence Nelson. That's going to be his second foul. Team foul number 4 on the Raiders here in the third quarter. And going to the free throw line, Husker Worrell. He's got 7 points in the ball game for St. Cecilia. The Hawks have the lead. And the shot is up there. That one dances around the rim and down to the hole. Husker will have one more. Now we got a timeout on the floor. Lawrence Nelson wants to call a timeout. 2:43 to play in the third quarter. St. Cecilia 44. Lawrence Nelson 35 on Extreme Sports.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
All right, as we come back, Husker Worrell gets his second free throw to go down through the hole. And St. Cecilia, look at this. Hawks now have a 10-point lead over Lawrence Nelson. Is 45-35 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play. Here's a steal now by Husker Worrell. He drives it back the other way. His shot off the window is good. Husker Worrell with a steal and the field goal on the other end. And St. Cecilia now leading by a dozen. 47-35. The Hawks looking for their second win of the season. They have not won since the middle part of December when they beat Blue Hill on the road. They have built a 12-point lead here in the third quarter. St. Cecilia trailed by a point at halftime, 29-28. So it's been a 18-point quarter here for St. Cecilia. Lawrence Nelson has got the ball. A pass to the far side is out of bounds. Caleb Griffiths throws it to the far sideline and threw it wide of the target. Cooper Heineken could not control the pass over there. That's the 11th turnover on Lawrence Nelson here in the ball game. St. Cecilia has opened up a 12-point lead over Lawrence Nelson, 47-35. Jaden Ullman with the ball. Bounce pass here to Husker Worrell. Husker takes it down on the baseline. Down to Schieffer in the corner for three. Good. Aiden Schieffer now with 20 points in the ball game for St. Cecilia, and it's 50-35. The Hawks with a 15-point lead. Cooper Heineken has got the ball. Lawrence Nelson with it here. Here's Jace Holting with it now. Holting sends the ball underneath. The shot is up there, no good by Mickey, but he's fouled in the play. Foul's going to go on Chase Batterman. That's going to be his third foul. That's going to send Lawrence Nelson to the free throw line with 1 minute and 37 seconds to play in the third quarter. 50-35. The Hawks have the lead. And have 2 shots here, fouled in the active shooting. The first one is up there. It's going to be no good. This is Colton Minke at the free throw line. He's just a 33% foul shooter on the season. This is his first one here tonight. Minky will have one more. 1:37 to play in the third. St. Cecilia by 15 points. Minky's next shot is up there. That's going to be off of the back iron. No good. The ball tapped out. Minky's got it at the free throw line. He saves it here. Gets it to Joel Holting. Down to a Minky out here in three-point territory. Minky has got the ball. Bounce pass goes to Heineken. Heineken works the ball inside to Griffith. And his pass underneath the hole is going to be out of bounds. Turnover on Lawrence Nelson. 50-35. St. Cecilia making this run with Wyatt Fry on the bench with 4 personal fouls. That's the big man for Lawrence Nelson. He has not played since earlier here in the third quarter. Here's Husker taking the ball to the basket. He scores. That just opened up, and Husker Warrell takes it right to the hole. He's now got 13 points in the ball game. It's 52-35. Hastings St. Cecilia with the lead here in quarter number 3. Here's Holting. His shot for 3, no good. Husker Warrell again with a rebound. There's like 5 of those Husker Warrells running around here in this third quarter. He's done a great job. Down here in the baseline is Malachi Swanson. He drives, shoots, and scores. Malachi Swanson, he scores for St. Cecilia. And look at this. The Hawks now have a 19-point lead. 54-35. We're down to 37 seconds to play here in the quarter. Holting has got the ball. Jace Holting drives it down the right side of the lane. Shot off the window, no good. Down for the rebound, tipped out here. Minky grabs the ball. Minky keeps it alive here for Lawrence Nelson. There's a pass that's going to be tipped and intercepted. Ball is loose. Husker Warrell has got the ball on the turnover for Lawrence Nelson. Now to Allman. Allman, baseline jumper up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound, Husker Warrell. He's stripped of the ball. There's Heineken coming back the other way for Lawrence Nelson. A pass down the floor. It's going to be blocked out of bounds. Joel Holting got the pass. Took it to the hole, and it was blocked out of bounds there by the Hawks. I think that was Schieffer getting back defensively for St. Cecilia. Now with 3.3 seconds to play, Lawrence Nelson will inbound the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Holting will play things in. Holting gets it back down the corner. Shot good for 3. Jace Holting throws up the three-pointer at the end of quarter number 3. So, 3 quarters in the books. Boys high school basketball tonight. We'll take a break with a score. St. Cecilia 54, Lawrence Nelson 38 on Extreme Sports.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pickup to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
All right, we start the fourth quarter. St. Cecilia with the opening possession here in the period. They've got a 54-38 lead thanks to a 26-9 run in the third quarter. They attack the ball inside, and a foul is going to be called here on Lawrence Nelson. The foul here is going to go on the Raiders. Joel Holting picks up the foul. That's going to be his third. To the free throw line for St. Cecilia will be Will Schaefer. St. Cecilia 26-9 in the third quarter over Lawrence Nelson. Down from the free throw line is going to be good by Will Schaefer. He's a 66% foul shooter on the season. He hits his first shot here. Schaefer will have one more. Shot is up there. That one's going to be short, no good. Rebounded though by St. Cecilia. Hawks have the ball. Lundgren gets the offensive board here after the missed free throw. Here's a Schieffer with the ball. Now to Jaden Allman. Allman takes the ball down the lane. Can't put up a shot. Here's Lohengren with the ball. Lohengren gives it away to Malachi Swanson. Traveling violation of Malachi. Lawrence Nelson fans applaud the decision there. Malachi Swanson hit with a traveling violation. Third turnover on the Hawks. 55-38 is the score. 7.5 to play here in the ball game from the Chapman Gym. Holting with the ball for Lawrence Nelson. Holting, lob pass inside, is going to be intercepted. Intercepted. Here's St. Cecilia at the other end. That's going to be Jaden Allman. He goes for the basket and scores. Allman now is 16 in the ball game for St. Cecilia. 57-38. The Hawks have got the lead. St. Cecilia looking for their second one of the season. Lawrence Nelson with the ball. Heineken goes over on the far sideline. Driving the ball to the basket there is Fry, and he dumps it down through the hole. So Wyatt Fry, playing with 4 personal fouls, got the ball on the far sideline. He just took it to the hole and he scores. 57-40 is the score now. Here's Schieffer at the other end. His shot no good. Rebound Allman. Foul shot good. Jaden Allman right in front of the hole. He scores there. Allman now with 18 points in the ball game. 59-40. St. Cecilia with the lead. Wyatt Fry with the ball. He's going to drive the ball again to the hole. He's going to be fouled in the play. Fry goes tumbling down to the hardwood, but a personal foul is going to be called here on St. Cecilia. The foul's going to go on Schieffer. That's going to be his third. Aiden Schieffer has got 20 points in the ball game for St. Cecilia. Jaden Allman has got 18. Husker Royale has got 13 points. Husker scored 8 in the third quarter for the Hawks. Shot from the free throw line by Fry is going to be up there and in. Fry is now 5 out of 7 from the free throw line. That makes the score 59-41 now. St. Cecilia with the lead. Next shot by Fry. He buries that one. Fry is now 6 out of 8 from the line officially. 59-42. 6:10 to play here in the fourth quarter from the Chapman Gym and high school basketball tonight here on Extreme Sports. Schieffer with the ball. Gets it out here to Will Schaefer. There's a Jaden Allman. He moves her down in the corner here. That's going to be Malachi Swanson back outside here to Allman. His shot for 3 is going to be off of the back iron. No good. Lawrence Nelson with the rebound, and a foul is going to be called. Jace Holting, he got the rebound. The foul is going to go on Noah Lohengren of St. Cecilia. That's going to be his third foul. 5:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. 59-42. St. Cecilia's got the lead. And the St. Cecilia girls won over Lawrence Nelson in the first game tonight, 63-16. That's the Hawkettes' 10th straight win. Here's Griffiths. His shot from just to the right of the basket is going to be good. Caleb Griffiths, he's had a nice night tonight. He's got 17 in the ball game for Lawrence Nelson. 59-44. Here's Allman with the ball now to Schieffer. Aiden Schieffer comes across the top. Schaefer with the ball. Schaefer drives it down the right side of the lane all the way to the baseline, and a foul is going to be called here on Lawrence Nelson. So a foul will go on the Raiders. Cooper Heineken picks up the personal foul. That's going to be his second. Non-shooting situation. It's going to be St. Cecilia inbounding the ball, baseline left side underneath their own basket. They'll get things in. Will Schaefer. His pass is returned down in the corner. That's going to be thrown out of bounds. If we just had some parental control, that's all we would need. We need some parental control up here in the top row of the bleachers, just to our right side here. 59-44 is the score, a 15-point lead. Mickey with the ball. Mickey to Holting, baseline jumper up there, no good. Schieffer with a rebound for St. Cecilia. Aiden Schieffer brings it into the offensive zone here for the Hawks. St. Cecilia with a 15-point lead. Here's a Schaefer with the ball. Now to Allman down the lane. His shot is up there. Rolls off the front iron. No good. Minke with the rebound. Colton Minke will bring up the floor down the right sideline. His pass is going to be deflected. Picked up here by Heineken. Heineken drives the baseline. Shovels a pass inside to Fry. And he draws a lot of traffic. And a foul is going to be called here on the St. Cecilia. I think that's going to be Schaefer picking up the foul for the Hawks. That's going to be the case now. That's going to be the fourth foul on Aiden Schaefer, so he's going to have to be careful now. With 4 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the game, he's the leading scorer for St. Cecilia, and he just picked up his fourth personal foul. Husker Worrell back into the ball game for St. Cecilia. Allman will check out. Inbounds pass right through the fingertips of Fry, out of bounds. Turnover on Lawrence Nelson. They've got 15 turnovers in a game. St. Cecilia with 4. 59-44. Hawks have got the lead. Husker Worrell with the ball. Husker moves it over here to a Batterman. He gives it now to Schaefer. They work the ball around the perimeter. Back to Husker Worrell on the far side. Husker falls down with the ball. He passes it down in the baseline. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Griffiths. So St. Cecilia will play things in. Here comes Jaden Allman back into the ball game. Schaefer is going to come out now for STC. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. 59-44. St. Cecilia with the lead. There's an inbounds pass to Schaefer, and he's fouled in the play as he goes up with a shot. Schaefer is fouled in the play here. He'll go to the free throw line. We're in St. Cecilia. The foul's going to go on Minke. That's going to be the first foul on Colton Minke. And going to the free throw line for St. Cecilia will be Will Schaefer. He's got 1 point in the ball game. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. His first shot is up there. It's going to be short. No good. Don't forget, tomorrow, college basketball for you from Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings and Morningside. Women's game will go at 2. The men at 3:45 tomorrow. On the air with a pregame show at 1:45 here on Extreme Sports. Schaefer's next free throw in the air. That one is good. It's 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. St. Cecilia now leading by a score of 60-44. The Hawks 18 points over their season average right now. There's a pass inside. We're going to have a jump ball is going to be called. There's Rocket the pass in from the wing to Jace Holting, and he was immediately tied up in the play here by St. Cecilia. But the arrow is pointing in favor of Lawrence Nelson, so the Raiders will stay here. They will inbound the ball baseline left side underneath their own basket. 3:58 to play in the game. 60-44. St. Cecilia's got the lead. Minke gets it into the corner. Here's Holting for 3. Shot up there, no good. Ball tapped out of bounds. It's going to be off of the fingertips of Husker Worrell. It's going to be Lawrence Nelson inbounding the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Lawrence Nelson 6-1 on the season. St. Cecilia is 1-9. Here's a Holting with the ball out here in 3-point territory. Over here to Griffiths. His shot for 3 is going to be up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Jason Allman for St. Cecilia. Allman comes to the near side now to Noah Lonegren. Lonegren now to Will Schaefer. Moves it down to Husker Worrell. Tries the baseline. Can't put a band in the air. Schaefer has got it. Schaefer now to Allman. Entry pass to get it inside to Lonegren. Now down in the baseline to Husker Worrell. He just bowls in from the right corner toward the goal, and he runs over a man. Offensive charging foul is going to be called on Husker Worrell. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. So now Husker with 4. Aiden Schaefer has got 4 for St. Cecilia. Wyatt Fry has got 4 fouls for Lawrence Nelson. 60-44. St. Cecilia still with a 16-point lead here in this one. There's a Holting with the ball. Entry pass to get it inside to Fry. His shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down to St. Cecilia. 3:10 to play here in the ball game. The Hawks have the lead over the Raiders at 60-44. Husker for 3 from the corner. His shot no good. He's knocked down. Jace Holting knocks down Husker Worrell right in front of the student body section. Holting picks up the personal foul. That's going to be his 2nd. Going to the free throw line is going to be Husker Worrell. Husker has got 13 points in the ball game. Worrell will have 3 shots here. St. Cecilia protecting a 16-point lead. And a shot by Husker is going to be up there and in. Husker Royale hits the free throw. St. Cecilia will host Lexington coming up next Tuesday. They've got Minden next Thursday. Then they play at Kearney Catholic next Saturday. Next shot is going to be up there and in by Husker. He's going to get one more foul in the act of shooting out here in three-point territory. St. Cecilia now with an 18-point lead. Is that final? Not yet. Shot is up there. Is going to be good by Husker. Indiana is leading Oregon in the college football playoff semifinals 42-7. Winner against Miami a week from Monday in a national championship game. Here's Fry driving the ball from the right corner toward the goal. He's fouled in the play here. Batterman picks up the foul. That's going to be his fourth. So going to the free throw line will be Wyatt Fry. Fry has got 10 points in the ball game. 6 out of 8 from the free throw line. His shot is up there. That's going to be no good. 63-44. 2:50 to play. Fry's next shot is up there. It's going to be out with the back iron. No good. Batterman with a rebound. So Wyatt Fry misses a pair of free throws. And now we're going to have a timeout here at St. Cecilia. Jared Prevet is going to call the TO. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the game. We'll take a break with the score. St. Cecilia 63, Lawrence Nelson 44 on Extreme Sports.
Have you or a loved one been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island, and we specialize in personal injury law. Let Stellick Law Firm assist you in making sure that you and your family are taken care of following a motor vehicle accident. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Let us be your voice.
All right, back here at the Chapman Gym, 63-44 is the score. St. Cecilia with the lead. And we told you about the third quarter. St. Cecilia outscoring Lawrence Nelson in the third, 26-9. St. Cecilia shot 9 out of 13 from the floor during the third quarter. That's 69%. And the Hawks are close to 50% for the ball game. 19 out of 40 from the floor here for St. Cecilia. That's 48%. Lawrence Nelson, 12 out of 30. That's 40%. The Raiders hit only 3 out of 12 shots in that third quarter. And St. Cecilia has built a 19-point lead as the Hawks look for their second win of the season here in this ball game tonight. Hawks have the ball at their offensive end. Jaden Allman has got it. Allman drives the ball. There's a dish down to Batterman on the low block right side. There's a Schaefer, drives the ball to the basket, and shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Holting. Jace Holting runs her back the other way for Lawrence Nelson. Holting dribbles at the top of the key, goes over to Heineken, drives the baseline, dishes off to Griffiths in the lane, his shot good. Caleb Griffiths now with 19 in the ball game here for Lawrence Nelson. And now we've got, looks like Holting is slow in getting up here for the Raiders. He's going to be all right. Coming into the ball game is going to be Cade Peters. Peters coming in. Joel Holting is coming in. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to play. Facing St. Cecilia with a lead over Lawrence Nelson. The score is 63-46. Hawks will inbound the ball. Jaden Allman has got it down the far sideline. Allman sends it to Batterman. A shot no good, but he's pushed from behind. And a foul is going to be called here on Heineken for Lawrence Nelson. But check that. That's going to go on Joel Holting. Holting picks up his fourth personal foul. So Chase Batterman will go to the free throw line here for the Hawks. Hit a field goal in the first half. His first chance at the free throw. It's up there. It's going to be good. Batterman will get one more. And the score is now 64-46. St. Cecilia with the lead. Batterman will have one more charity toss here. Batterman looks up there, and the shot is going to be off of the back iron. No good. And it's rebounded here by Husker Royale. The Batterman is shot from the window. That one falls down through the hole. Chase Batterman scores for the Hawks. 66-46. Biggest lead of the ball game now for St. Cecilia. There's Fry. He throws up a three. No good. Heineken with a rebound. Heineken double teamed along the baseline. He's going to be tied up on the plate. Jump ball. Arrow pointing in favor of St. Cecilia. Hawks playing with a lot of juice here tonight. They have built a 20-point lead. St. Cecilia trailed at halftime in this game, 29-28. St. Cecilia then outscoring Lawrence Nelson 26-9 in the third quarter. 66-46 is the score. And Jared Prevent is going to send in the rest of the bench here. A well-deserved victory here for St. Cecilia, their second win of the season. They beat Blue Hill back in December. It seems like eons ago that we picked up a win, and now St. Cecilia is going to pick up win number 2 here tonight. Minute and 43 seconds to go. 66-46. St. Cecilia with the ball. Gus Carey into the ball game now for St. Cecilia at the point. Well, he's a little guy. 5'6" and a sophomore. Running down the lane, and his shot is up there and in. That's Jake Landgren. Landgren gets the field goal for St. Cecilia. Now some of the new guys into the ball game. There's going to be a steal now. Hawks coming back. Landgren has got the ball. He takes it right to the rack. His shot no good. He's fouled in the play. Jake Landgren is 6'3" and sophomore into the ball game. Personal foul is going to be whistled there on Holting for Lawrence Nelson. Holting is going to be out of the ball game now. I think that's his 5th foul. Yes, it is. He fouls out with a minute and 11 seconds to play. He leaves with no points. Landgren to the free throw line. Shot good. Landgren now with 3 in the ball game for St. Cecilia. And the Hawks go out on top now by a score of 69-46. Next one is going to be up there, no good. Offensive rebound. Follow shot is up there. It's going to be no good. The ball tapped around. St. Cecilia's got the ball. Landgren for 3 from the corner. His shot no good. Battle for the rebound is picked up here by Lawrence Nelson. Raiders come back the other way. Jackson Bond into the ball game now. There's a shot from the deep right corner. Good. 3-pointer by Cade Peters. Cade Peters hits the 3 ball. Going to be a little too late here for Lawrence Nelson. It's a 20-point lead for St. Cecilia, 69-49. Landgren with the ball right here at the elbow. Gets it out here in the 3-point territory to Gus Carey. Moves it over on the wing on the left side. That's going to be Griffey Munter who's into the ball game. Munter drives the ball inside. He's going to be called for the traveling violation. Turnover number 5 on St. Cecilia. (69-49). Everybody that's suited up here tonight seeing playing time for the Hawks. A 20-point lead for St. Cecilia with 19 seconds to play. Lawrence Nelson with the ball on their offensive end. They work it inside down on the baseline. Covered back up here. Moves it to the right wing and jumper's up there for 3. Good. Culberson throws up the 3-pointer for Lawrence Nelson. And that's going to be your final score. 69-52. Hastings St. Cecilia is going to win the ball game here tonight. St. Cecilia goes to 2 wins and 9 losses on the season. Lawrence Nelson, only their second loss. They're now 6-2. Hawks will have the weekend off. They'll get ready to play Lexington on Tuesday night, right back here at the Chapman Gym. Again, Hastings St. Cecilia beats Lawrence Nelson tonight in both games. The girls winning over Lawrence Nelson 63-16. And the Blue Hawks, they pick up the win here in the boys game 69-52. Back with the final totals after this. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings is the trusted name in sports injury management. The staff of PTSR provides up-to-date and efficient care of sports-related injuries, returning athletes quickly and safely back to the playing field. PTSR offers free evaluation of all sports-related injuries to all area athletes during convenient 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. hours Monday through Friday. Call 402-462-8824 for more information. Remember, Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab of Hastings for all your physical and occupational therapy needs.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this, of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
All right, Hastings Saints say a victory here tonight in boys basketball. Final score of 69-52. Lawrence Nelson led 17-9 after the first quarter. Saints say climbed back to within 1 point at halftime, 29-28. Hawks explode in the third quarter. They outscore Lawrence Nelson 26-9 in the third quarter. They shot nearly 70% from the floor after intermission in that third period to get out to a 54-38 lead after 3. Lawrence Nelson couldn't make a push in the fourth quarter, and St. Cecilia goes on to win. Final score of 69-52 in this ball game. So St. Cecilia will improve to 2 wins and 9 losses on the season. They'll play Lexington on the Tuesday night. Lawrence Nelson will drop to 6 wins and 2 losses. Scoring for Lawrence Nelson in the ball game tonight, Jace Holting and Caleb Griffiths pretty much led the way. Caleb Griffiths, he had 19 points in the ball game. Jace Holting had 17. Wyatt Fry also in double figures. He scores 10. Kalen Johnson hit a three-pointer late for his only points in the ball game, and Cade Peters also had a three-pointer for 3 for Lawrence Nelson. Unofficially for Hastings St. Cecilia, we had Aiden Schieffer scored 20 in the ball game tonight. Jaden Ullman had 18 points, and Husker Worrell had 16. 4 points for Chase Batterman, 2 points for Malachi Swanson, and 2 points for Will Schaefer. Again, St. Cecilia wins it. Final score is 69-52. Back with the shooting totals after this. You're listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
All right, Hastings St. Cecilia boys, a win here tonight over Lawrence Nelson. Final score of 69-52 as the Hawks improved to 2 wins and 9 losses on the season. Lawrence Nelson got dropped to 6-2. St. Cecilia head coach Jared Prevett is going to join us for a couple of minutes on the post-game show. And, Coach, congratulations. That one has got to feel good, my man.
That does feel good. Comparing it to our Blue Hill win clear back in December. So now we're 1 win in December, 1 win in January. This one was a true physical win. And like we talked about before the game, what's going to determine this? It's our physicality. And our guys truly stepped up today.
It looked like a lot more juice, especially in the second half. You guys flying all over the place, and that was the difference in the ball game. You came up with those 50-50 balls. You got a bunch of steals, kind of ignited your offense.
Yeah, a couple of our sophomores, Will Schaefer, Chase Batterman, Husker Worrell, even Jake Langren, coming into the game and are not worried to get on the ground and get those 50-50 balls like you said.
Husker Worrell, I thought, played out of his mind in the second half. He got some scores for you. Like you said, he came up with some rebounds. He was actually player game maybe in the second half for you.
I agree. He was getting downhill, drawing some fouls, and then he's shooting contested threes. Even Jaden Allman, almost the NBA three-point line, hitting contested threes in the second quarter. That really helped us, too.
The third quarter, you guys outscore Lawrence Nelson 26-9 after trailing by 1 at halftime. What'd you do in the third quarter? Did you change anything or just play with a lot more energy in that third?
You know what? If you look at that and you look at our past 9 games that we have lost, that script is flipped. It's literally flipped. We've never been on the upside of that. Coming in, at halftime, we were like, hey, we'll go back to 1-3-1. They know we were in zone. And then it was about the second minute of that quarter, Coach Kierkegaard looks at me and says, what about triangle and box? And with 4 on 35 and then 5, I said, yep, let's do it. And that really threw them into a ball.
Yeah, you guys really controlled the big guy inside. You got him into foul trouble. He had to sit a little bit in the second half. He scored 10 points in the ball game, but boy, you'll take that as 6'5". He was a moose inside for Lawrence Nelson. If I said I'll give you 10 points at the beginning of the night, he'd say, yeah, I'll take that.
Coming into the game, that was our goal. He averaged 20, about 19.8 per game, and we actually had it written on the board. Number 5 only gets 10 points, so that's good to hear that from that.
Yeah, we had him at 10 points, 5 in each half, so he did a great job on him. What's this going to do for the program? You get some winnable games. We talked about that in the pregame show. Some winnable games coming up. It's got to feel good now. You get the weekend to kind of celebrate and enjoy this win, and then a game that's again you'll be right into the thick of things on Tuesday against Lex.
I wish we were in the last weekend of February and we'd be celebrating for a whole weekend, but we're here tomorrow morning and Lexington starts tomorrow, and that's how quick this turns around. And like you said, we do have some winnable games coming up. Coach Kierkegaard said in the locker room, he said, understand how this feels. Recognize how this feels. And if you guys want to keep feeling this way, he's like, it's got to be at practice tomorrow. And it's got to be practice on Monday, and it's got to be when we play Lexington on Tuesday.
You scored 69 points offensively tonight, Coach. You average, 42 on the season. Talk about why you had so much more success offensively maybe some things we got done tonight that you hadn't seen in the first 10 games?
You know, we switched a little bit in our practices, started throwing our sophomores into there who our seniors have told us, coaches, and that's just our relationship that we have. We love to play with our sophomores. We said, okay, we trust you guys. Start throwing them in, like Husker Royal, for example, Jake Langer, and he's getting some good looks. And then Chase Batterman, his physicality down low really, really helped us in that second half.
All right, again, congratulations on the win. Keep her going. It's got to feel a lot better than those losses, huh?
It's got to. I agree.
All right, good job. We'll see you later. That's the head coach, Jared Prevent, for Hastings St. Cecilia. Again, the Hawks for the ball game tonight, hitting 49% from the floor, 23 out of 47, 10 out of 19 from three-point territory, 53%. Lawrence Nelson hitting 43% of their shots, 17 out of 40. The Raiders were 8 out of 17 on threes, 47% from the free throw line. It was Lawrence Nelson, 8 out of 17. St. Cecilia, 10 out of 19. Rebounds, Lawrence Nelson, 24. St. Cecilia had 23. Turnovers, Lawrence Nelson, 19. St. Cecilia with 7. Hawks came up with 9 steals. Lawrence Nelson with 3. 1 block shot for St. Cecilia and 1 block shot for Lawrence Nelson. So St. Cecilia, they win it tonight. Boys basketball 69-52, the second win of the season for the Hawks. They'll get ready to play Lexington on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Lawrence Nelson, they dropped to 6 wins and 2 losses. Yet in the girls' ball game, it was St. Cecilia beating Lawrence Nelson by the score of 63-16. That's the 10th straight win for Greg Barrett and the Hawkettes. They'll play at Northwest on Tuesday. Again, in the boys' ball game, St. Cecilia wins over Lawrence Nelson by a score of 69-52. That'll wrap things up from the Chapman Gym here tonight. For Gene Shaw, I'm Mike Will, wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Hastings.
You've been listening to an exclusive presentation of high school basketball on Extreme Sports. If you missed portions of today's game, you can download our podcast at x-streamsports.com.
Subscribe.
This is the Sports Gambling Podcast live on VSiN, the Sports